Pardon me, I had to like clear my throat. Welcome back, guys, to the what is this? Long War of the Chosen over Explain campaign with myself and Derava. Fun day ahead. We have two teams out right now. We've briefly touched upon this. Is there so much lag, Ava, that everything's just falling behind?
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just trying to catch up. So I think we're basically a little bit behind on levels, is kind of our takeaway at the moment. Scientists could be one or two more, engineers could be one or two more, but other than that, it's great.
Yeah, we do have one tech sergeant. And I mean our template's up there, so two as well. We're about to actually pull a third. Oh my god, and then it drops. Okay, here's the 150. Oh my god, our upper roster is up there, which is good, but then it falls fast. Just not enough missions, it seems, on this campaign.
You've got the schematics.
Yeah, it's very quickly going from staff sergeants to squaddies still on the same page of the barracks. Yeah, not running enough missions, and also I don't think we have. Do we have a LWOTC yet? I don't think so, actually.
We're at June 24th, and we don't have LWOTC done in any region. Now, on lower difficulties, I would say this is probably not as big of an issue. On Legendary, this is starting to become a problem. The latest I feel comfortable liberating on Legendary is August, and right now we're like pushing that.
Yeah. So I think we have a LWOTC on the map with a timer that's too short. And the moment that expires, we're going to throw in our scientists probably into New Mexico and scan hard. You know, press that scan button as hard as you can.
I don't actually see a LWOTC on the map.
Wasn't that the...
Oh, there it is. There it is. 2 days, 14 hours. Rescue defector for a scientist. Yeah, we're sitting at 5 scientists, 3 engineers. Not great. We're sure these are experts. Blue, welcome on in. For those who don't remember, when we started this campaign, both of us were of the mind that we would have re-rolled this on our own personal campaigns. We missed 3 of the first 6 missions, being unable to run them on timers, including our liberation going into the late March. The entire campaign has been the story of missions that are unable to be run, and it's really a good exercise, at least, to showcase, you know, what you can do. But at some point, you gotta have RNG going somewhere in your way. Right now, the current plan for today, though, is we're definitely going to be taking the Sabotage the Transmitter mission. This is going to be ready to go in about 31 hours, it looks like. And then I think we take full retail, if only just to talk about it in depth, the 2 different variations, and showcase one of them. So what I'm thinking is we end up taking this mission, then we go on Intel here. We probably could go on Intel now. Let's see. So full retail is going to require... It still has a mission to queue up, so...
Yeah, so full retaliation is basically that there's a precursor that is like a 6-day timer or so, and if you stop that, the full retail doesn't happen. So retaliation can happen as soon as you hit strength 4 and
at least 3 people working on jobs.
Yeah.
We say 3 because it is 4, but then if there's faceless in the Haven and you have more than 2 people working on a job, they count towards the Intel trigger threshold. And so the safe thing is, like what we've done here, since we know we have no faceless, is only 2 people are actually working on jobs and the rest are on hiding. So I'm immediately just going to throw everyone on Intel here and say let's get a full retaliation, if only to showcase it and go through that.
Because I can never remember these numbers, right? So I went into the retaliation info spreadsheet. And for full retail, minimum vigilance needs to be 4. With 2 vigilance in that region, we shouldn't even have the risk of a full retail.
Well, good to bring that up. Notice. So we're just gonna go on Intel then, look for some missions. Certainly something that we're looking for.
Drop a troop column or so.
Yeah, troop column would be nice to find.
We can get an Intel retail, since that requires vigilance 2.
I don't remember when our last Intel retail was.
We certainly had one. That's all I can tell you.
We've had one encounter with the assassin, so we're probably due for an intel retile, which should be fine to take as well. That's something else that we can go through again. Though I kind of wish it would be the warlock to showcase a different chosen, as we've done the retile with the assassin already. But we'll take what we can get. I think I'm going to scan here at New Mexico. We're going to get the sabotage the transmitter mission out. Since we're in a strength 1 reach-in, we are at 7 to 9. Letting this go to vulnerable, I've seen people do this, does absolutely nothing. You cannot go below strength 1 for any mission modifier. So if you're at strength 2, sure, there's a slight value of going to vulnerable, but it's not going to knock any enemies off the map. It really comes down to, I think, like a 0.25 detection radius modifier. So I always launch missions at strength 2 at 7 to 9. At strength 1, by not launching a mission at 100% 7 to 9, you are literally wasting time with your units. So that's just time that can be spent recovering will, getting ready for the next mission, and having a new mission on the geoscape ready to be discovered. Does look like we're going to be taking a ranger, a lancer, a grenadier, a support grenadier that has 1 flashbang. Okay, I do see that grenade over there. A reaper with the ally throwing knives, an assault with a regular shotgun, and a ranger with a sawed-off shotgun and predator armor.
There's our protector grenadier, so that flashbang gets doubled. So I think it's 2-2. I think that's a fair split of grenades.
People keep telling me that rangers are utter shit. I don't believe them. In fact, I tell them I don't believe them. We're gonna launch this mission now and get into it. Yeah, I don't know what the Rangers are. I'm a big fan. I rely on them quite a bit. I think they're solid and consistent damage, especially as you progress in a campaign. Early on, certainly can understand maybe not having the same value, but a Ranger with an AP round, right, still kills a drone with a rifle most of the time.
That's exactly what we're going to do. Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area.
Exactly, and like also, I think being able to, like, the sort of shotgun is really solid. Even early game, you know, walking up to an enemy and just blapping in the face. Much more reliable also than just relying on grenades early game, because, you know, grenades 2 to 5 damage, that's a huge damage range. Plus fall off, etc., etc. I just like Rangers. For me, it's really bringing the consistency to any team.
It may disrupt their efforts to isolate the transmitter.
Bradford's getting really annoying here. So why the death from above on a fast time mission? Right now, a lot of our decisions is not necessarily on the optimal squad comp, but on squad comps that are going to get promotions. We are bringing our trial by fire officer here, so we do have some lower ranking people. As we were looking at the roster earlier at the start, the high end of our roster, about 4 soldiers, are really high, and then just a few soldiers down, we are still at squaddies. It's the experience differences on our ranks is unhealthy for a longevity of a campaign, I find. So a lot of this these squad setups was about, we need value for further down a campaign, not for the immediate mission. We do find the first pod of Sidewinders and Vipers. If we remember, Sidewinders do have Shadow Step, so Overwatch start on them is not necessarily what we're looking to do. And with a squad like this anyways, Overwatch probably is not really the answer. I think aggressing forward to get closer to the objective is typically the better option. We are going to see several nodes throughout the map that we're going to be able to take care of. One thing that our quick ranger here can still do is they can still take care of nodes by themselves, and so that's 2 shots per turn that can help give us more time to complete this mission if necessary.
Yeah. Also, to add to the death from above sniper, like, in my opinion, on pretty much any mission, they can shine, right? It's just a matter of setting up, looking at the map, finding a good position where they can shoot everything. Especially on missions where you can set your own evac, so you can always have a good spot there. You also, like, unless it's a tunnels map, I'm gonna throw that in there, but of course we looked at it and it was small town, so that's okay for them. And if they steady now, probably our opening on the snakes will be a sniper shot.
I was hoping they were going to certainly move closer towards us, but this is not a bad position to be in. Since we don't have sting grenades, I think the sniper shot is probably the right answer. If we had sting grenades, there's certainly an argument to be made for our grenadier, trying to get in a position to drop a flash on them, potentially stunning several in the open as well. This position we're currently in right now, though, probably leads itself to taking this engagement, unless we want to wait one more turn.
So I'm torn here a little bit. So on the one hand, they are super far away, and so after the scatter, they might be not in positions that we can easily flank or abuse. On the other hand, going closer might mean we have to fight a second pot at the same time. So
yeah, I think I'm going to start by actually just moving up my Grenadier, get some information. Wherever these guys scatter to, Detrix is going to be able to either provide flashbang support or frag support. We're not seeing another pod either, so I do think I want to take this engagement now. This is going to give us a lot of room to work with. And I think the earlier we take the engagement on this map, the more time we can spend actually shooting nodes without feeling like we have to waste actions while we're engaging. And since...
also,
go ahead.
sorry, I was going to say, on these sabotage transmitter missions, the timer always looks super intimidating with 4 turns, but there's so many nodes usually on these maps. It's kind of the map where I very rarely feel any timer pressure.
Yeah. I think I do open with a precision shot here, though. This is going to be more than even the 12 damage. We have a 13 HP Viper. Eliminating this guy quickly is probably the safest bet. And precision shot with a 100% chance of crit. It's this critical damage is not just the crit damage that you see here. This is the damage of the entire shot. We're going to get 34% to it. So I think we take this. This should be a guaranteed kill.
Yep. Would be my choice too. And let's see.
We're visible here. Yes, you see that?
The Sidewinders did back up much more aggressively than I was expecting there. Which is not the end of the world. Taking a look at what Detrix has value on, it's actually much less than I was hoping. This Sidewinder back here, though, is going to have to move up to get a action on us, which is not the most ideal, as these guys do have Shadow Step, so we're not really going to have a great way to deal with that. One thing I am noticing, though, is that this Sidewinder is exposing itself in a flank.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's kind of weird. Can our Reaper somehow get in a position where he can take advantage of that?
Our Reaper has a flanking squad side shot on that Sidewinder from here. I am a little worried about the position this way, but I think if we can also get some information, we could probably get a flashbang onto that.
Yeah.
Nasha. So to start with, I'm going to move Frantic up.
And keep in mind, these are Sidewinders. The Sidewinders have SMGs. Like, if the other Sidewinder can get a max range flank, that's still just going to be a 30% shot or something like that.
We've got advent here.
We did trigger another pod, though, the Viper Serpent and the Trooper with a Stun Lancer. Not the end of the world, though, as we certainly could run and gun if needed to get a kill on the Viper. We also did not get vision of this guy, so he's probably more than likely going to be running up. What I do think is, I do think this is probably actually a flashbang onto these two and a frag onto the Lancer. Wooden fences have very low durability, like even just basic grenades should destroy most fences, which would then may give us a option for Stiletto to follow up with some damage, Frantic to move into a position or potentially get a stun on the Lancer. Logical actually can also get a position onto this Sidewinder. That's a flanking shot. We are using a mag rifle right now, a 5-9 with a 3 on crit. I actually think that's probably what I want to start with, is let's see if we can kill this Sidewinder with a logical. I don't think a logical is going to provide us the damage value we're looking for on any of those units.
That'll be okay.
Yeah, maybe if you can get that, we can flashbang the stuff on the right.
Perfect. So now I do think this is a rapid deployment flashbang, then frag onto the Lancer.
What can our newbie ranger with his 18 mobility reach?
Nothing at least in a blue move.
Okay.
If we look at quarter hack here, So quarter hack is not going to be able to have really any value, at least with a shotgun this turn. I am tempted to move up here and shoot a node of some sort to keep giving us a little bit more time. That'll also keep us in a decent position. The Sidewinder with their SMG, because they're so far back here, I believe they're back here by this fence area, isn't actually going to probably be able to even come up and get a flanking position on any of us. The most scared I would be is for Stiletto, but as you were saying, it's an SMG. The range table is quite short for any aim bonuses, and so I'm not extremely worried. Now I was hoping, and I did think that I could get the frag grenade onto that stun lancer there. I am wondering if it's still worth the frag to try and destroy the fence, since it is just a wooden fence.
Alternatively, as the second flashbang to make sure he doesn't lance anybody, because stun lancers are kind of still the most dangerous enemy out there in terms of damage potential if they get their stun lance off.
Yeah, I think this might be the right.
If we don't destroy the cover, we don't have any alternative way of stopping him. That's
Heads down!
All right, let's use these flashbangs. It is only a 7 to 9 strength level 1, so we know where 6 of the enemies are right now. One more pot after this should have enough kit to help us out. I'm gonna make that play with quarter hack here. Get a little bit closer. Still no vision on this Sidewinder, so let's just remember that.
I wonder if you just shadow up Stiletto and have him dash forward so you can get a position to do some knife stuff next turn or so.
Oh, I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, a 61 on the Viper's not going to kill him with his basic vector rifle. And we gave him the knives, right? So we definitely want to get him up close for some more of those knives.
Very basic vector rifle, yeah. He did give him the upgraded knives, the alloy throwing knives. So they're actually better base damage than his rifle.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to try and get value out of next turn. Now, Astro Boy is in a okay position, I think. We're down to 4 mobility. The only spot this Viper could even go to potentially get Astro is going to need to be in a flanked position, which I don't think this Viper's going to do while disoriented.
Yeah, I think we can just stay there steady.
And then Frantic. Frantic sitting in half cover concerns me a little bit, but does it concern me that much? This might just be a hunker down.
Can he get the grenade, the flashbang on the Sidewinder? We still don't know where the Sidewinder is. No,
we finally got vision of it due to Stiletto moving up. If we running gun, we could.
No, that's probably not worth it.
Yeah, I think this is just hunker.
If he hunkers, they will then more likely shoot Dietrich, right? Because that's our most forward soldier. And also just in half cover.
But everything's disoriented. We're down to 60 aim, 45 aim, 45 aim, and 70 aim. I mean, I'm tempted to running gun here to flashbang this guy for the turn. Remember, we're at squatty here with Frantic.
Yeah, I'm okay with either. Like, you can hunker, you can just overwatch. I'm not even sure if I would do that.
No, I would not overwatch here. It'd be hunker or move. I think I want to take the hunker play.
Yeah.
Because this guy has to move up.
Holding position.
We're gonna hunker, and we're gonna cry about our internet cutting out because apparently Spectrum has decided, no, we're done. Spectrum, are we back? Are we back? You may have to refresh.
Well done. As we had hoped, the network separation has been temporarily delayed.
Spectrum's been having a lot of issues today. So there was that shot on Dectrix, the one we were most worried about, actually missing. So that's wonderful to see. I can't believe that has. Oh, I guess you do have 60 aim with a rifle compared to an SMG, so that was a higher percent shot.
Now you got.
But Dectrix has dodged everything. So I think the first thing we do is we take a look at what Astro Boy can actually provide us for damage or value. We've got a 78 and a 77 on the Sidewinder. What are you thinking here?
So, I'm not even sure if I would start with. Well, we still have the option of potentially grenading, right? The wall to get a better shot on the Lancer. I would probably check what we can reach with our throwing knives, and also check what does Illogical have any shots, because he's getting locked on, right? If he shoots someone twice.
Illogical has no shots to begin with, right here. The teamwork would go back to our sharpshooter. Yeah, actually, you know what I'm thinking? I think I want to move Detrix up to probably this corner, and I just want to grenade the Lancer and make sure we can get that. We can absolutely go here with Stiletto, right? Throwing knives are 4 to 6 with 3 a crit. This is pretty much a 100% guaranteed chance to hit, with a very high chance to cause bleeding and or just flat out kill the Sidewinder. In fact, maybe I want to start with that just to verify that we have that damage.
Yeah, I think that's a good start. And like worst case, that's probably then also if it doesn't kill, Illogical can probably move up and walk fire if he has that.
He does have walk fire.
Walk fire to finish it off.
4 with bleeding with the low damage non-crit. So worst case scenario there. So then we do that follow up that you were talking about. But I think we even go on this side. We take that risk. We should be able to get that shot. No, let's not. We'll just move to the half cover.
That's his Executioner. Yeah, that should be a really
87. Missed. Ooh, come on, Illogical. Illogical's really making our day hard today.
every day.
Well, we do find out that we have an Advent Priest and Guardian up here as well. And so I did want to, in theory, take Quarter Hack up to blast this Viper Serpent. But I can't actually go on the side over here. This is going to trigger now.
What about the left side?
So I can on the left side. I just have to have a way to verify the kill on this trooper.
And on the Stun Lancer. And on the Sidewinder. It's a lot of kills we need to make with not so many actions left. Got a running gun that we can't really use because we risk triggering more enemies, right?
Yep. So I could put Frantic in this position here to then stun this Viper, but that doesn't actually open up any options for me, really. That's kind of more the same. All right, I have a little bit of a crazy idea here. Ooh, that's gonna trigger.
Okay.
That doesn't trigger. This doesn't trigger here. So we're gonna bring Frantic up. Whoops, that was the wrong person. This actually might have to be a flashbang onto the Lancer again, and we might just need to grenade the Sidewinder.
We also have a command, right, with Dietrix.
We do. So you're thinking command Stiletto, flashbang the Sun Lancer.
Either that, or we snipe the Sidewinder, both barrels the Viper, and then command Quarter Hack back to safety. He can point blank the Sidewinder, right? The Viper.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we do start with this then.
Means the trooper is uncontrolled, but
nope.
It's
nope.
the least.
70% shots, 77% shots, and 80% shots don't matter today at all.
Well, it's going well.
Dude, I warned you about Thursdays and me.
Can you hit the Lancer and the Trooper? Obviously not.
I'm
Because
trying.
XCOM's being XCOM today.
Yeah.
Holy crap. We need to take something off the field, so I think it has to be the command on Stiletto then to kill the Sidewinder.
I agree. Amazing Barrel, how are you?
Anything useful we can do with the first action? Well, we could have focus fired if we had known everybody wanted to miss today. But no, I mean, our original plan was to move up and frag, but you know, 3 people missing or not doing enough damage on the Sidewinder ruined that plan.
Yeah, I actually don't think we use anything here. I think this is a command on Stiletto.
Yeah. And he's gonna lose his shadow at the start of our next turn, so then we're gonna have to party with the other 2 guys in the back.
Yeah. Did I get my coffee fix? I did not get my coffee fix. Are things going better? No. It is still XCOM being very XCOM today. And the low damage rolls and misses are happening. Now, if that had been the 7 the first time with the bleed, that would have been a kill. Like, we wouldn't be in this precarious situation.
Yeah.
Now, is this a flashbang on the Trooper Serpent? Or does it have to be the Stun Lancer? I think it has to be the Stun Lancer, doesn't it?
I also think it has to be the Stun Lancer. Yeah, do that Stun Lancer, and then let's have a quick look. Where could the Snake go to flank Frantic?
Focus on stream brings a really good point to that. It was a low roll again. Because of Blood Trail, we got the +2 damage. We're just low rolling our knives right now.
Yeah. Well, medium roll, but still.
Yeah. But what were you saying about something with Frantic?
The Snake could go into the bus stop to flank Frantic.
Yeah.
So what I sometimes like to do is kind of deny flanks, because enemies don't like flanking themselves. So if we could move...
We can move Quarter Hack over here.
Yeah, somewhere over there to deny that flank. It's of course the risk that the Snake goes over to the trash can and flanks us there, but...
And since we killed one last turn, I actually think this is the hunker this turn to give us a little bit of defense.
Yeah.
Roger, holding.
But yeah, good point. Focus on stream, on Steam. It was our Reaper value right now. We're gonna get yellow alert shot at onto a logical. Thankfully, it's only ablative. And the Viper is gonna go for the bind, which is probably best case scenario for us. Still in cover.
And from a position where our sniper can probably just take it out. Like, with a shot, not to dinner. You know, that turn could have gone way worse.
We're running out of time.
Certainly. 99% chance to hit, 16% chance to graze, 34% chance to crit. I think this is where we just see if we get this value. The other shot's a 58 onto the Lancer, and that's just not nearly as well. Veritas, welcome. Good afternoon, buddy. We are going to get the crit for 10, so we got the 7 plus 3. But it is something. Now, one thing that our Squatty Assault doesn't have is lightning reflexes right now. This Lancer is disoriented though, as well as taking a aim penalty, an aim malice for an Overwatch shot. So running that really may end up being an option for us.
Can we get a grenade in there on the Lance and the Priest?
I'm wondering if there's a... I mean, I would have to take an Overwatch shot to get to this position, which might be okay.
I mean, you're 1 tile off from getting the grenade there anyway. Can't you just run to the first cover?
Yeah, but like, you know, get your logic out of here.
Get ready for a surprise.
I probably would have just run that on my own, because I'd be like, yeah, he's disoriented. 45 aim. Aim malice. Look at that massive damage potential.
Wow. I mean, that's enough to trigger Blood Trail.
It is. So we still have a
Beasts out
guardian in the
open.
back here. We have a guardian in the back here. Ooh, a logical might just be able to eliminate
that's
this priest.
Something that Rangers are really good in, getting the kill shots. Like stealing the kills from everybody else.
We're just gonna start with that, see what becomes of this.
Missed the target.
It's one of those days.
Thankfully, we got the overkill. Didn't put the priest in sustain. Can eliminate that from the equation. Now, fun thing we could do here, by the way, is we do have crippling strike on our knives.
Yeah, I would go for that.
We can just guarantee that this stun lancer is not stunning anyone. Well, 98% chance. Do we want to gamble this? I mean, we don't really have a whole lot of options right now. I'm just continually amazed at our inability to create the value we're looking for.
Critical hit.
I don't understand this game anymore. Thank you, game, for blessing us with a crit hit there. Very, very generous of you. Really do appreciate it.
Can who's that? Quarterhack move up to the left side of the trooper and kill him? I think he should be safe from the guardian.
Oh,
there.
absolutely. What I'm considering right now is how we do the follow-up with this Viper, because this guy actually cannot see us right now, but it is a Guardian. Guardians are quite scary. I think, nonetheless, though, I think I just need to take the kill.
Yeah, just shotgun. I mean, he's still on. He's missing one health at the moment, so.
How many is that now?
He's a squaddy. He'll survive.
The other thing that we haven't done yet, but we have plenty of time still, is just throw evac. Get evac down. We're gonna be cleaning up this map here just a moment.
Next turn, we need to hit 1 or 2 relays, but we have plenty. Like we have 2 rangers. That's 4 relays that we can hit.
Excitement continues to build as city centers around the globe prepare for Unification Day.
Commander Emily, thank you so much for 7 months of support. How are you today? Thank you, I really appreciate it. All right, now here's a fun math question. And someone's done the math of this somewhere in your Discord for us previously. Maybe it wasn't with this specific ability though. Is this a single barrel with a 55% chance to crit, or a double barrel for a guaranteed kill without crit? I mean, there's 75% chance that we actually get the damage we need, right?
Well, 75, and then also the 25 that we don't get the damage, but we get the kill. So you're looking at like 10 to 12% of not getting the kill here.
Yeah. What do? Do you take the single barrel, or you just do the double barrel and say screw it? We have 1 enemy left on the map. I think because we have 1 enemy left on the map, this is a both barrels.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if this was the start of the mission, I would go for a single barrel, but we don't need quarterhack for the rest of the mission. So let's take the guaranteed kill.
Pick up the data pad, hyperactive pupils. There we go.
I'm all right.
Oh, that was our last turn on the last ability on the turn, Emily. And I'm not convinced in our character's abilities today to actually kill anything, really. All right, so we have a Guardian that has Overwatched up. We have several nodes that we probably need to kill. At least kill 1 this turn. What I'm wondering is if we try to...
Now Reaper get his grenade on the Guardian. I think he's probably too far away.
Yeah, this position, no, because there's a solid wall there, so you'd have to throw from here. That's too far, I think. What I'm actually thinking is this might be a moment where we hide a little bit. Right? We can use this opportunity to...
grab some loot, because before more than that 1 expires.
Yeah.
Here I come.
This is the co-op campaign with Derava, Sarla.
Cargo duty.
That person you hear in my ear is the wonderful Ava himself.
Hello there.
It did not take the ever vigilant, you know, which would have been nice to have. We are going to need to shoot nodes, but I think quarter hack is actually just moving into this position right here. Still going to be full cover. Keep some vision, because I don't think he can actually get over here to like get a flank.
Can he not get to the back of the car and flank from there? The Guardian, I mean. Could he come out and move to the back side of the car and flank around the fence?
Oh, he might be able to, you're right. We can come back here, actually. Ooh, yeah. Because then this blocks our line of sight.
Position confirmed.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
confirmed
great. That's
visual on
great
the
spot.
transmitter. Plant the X4 charges before they can cut it off from the network.
And then quarter hack needs to actually take out a node. Now we have lost vision of where this Guardian is, but it's like somewhere like right around here. And I believe this should be an okay spot to run. We get Shadow back up next turn, which I think is important here. I think I'm just going to put Stiletto right here. There's no way that this Guardian can actually come and get vision of Stiletto at that point.
No time to spare.
And with Shadow, we should be able to really sneak up on him and
Finish him off.
give him life treatment.
So he single moved into a position and missed. Wonderful.
Incoming fire.
So now we can absolutely just shadow flank knife.
Strike from the darkness.
Go for the kill. And as long as we kill one more node this turn, we can break the separation next turn. 78% chance. Ooh, man. This might just actually be a grenade right now. And then follow up with a running gun on the shotgun, and then probably quarter hack with an SMG at point blank. Yeah. This is the only way I have actual guaranteed damage with our Reaper. This is
78 seems really low. Like I said, I think he has when he gets more defense when he's on Overwatch, right?
yeah, so he's got 15
Guardian.
defense right now. Well, what does this Guardian actually have? 15 defense with tactical upgrades. So we're at 15 total defense. Just everything. Because why not?
Oh, just baseline, not here. These more defense when on Overwatch, just defense when alive.
So I'm wondering, actually, is this a stun or a shot? Oh man.
Can we get a focus fire in? Although I think maybe the command might like moving up SMG to the face and then command to SMG again. I don't even know.
For 6 damage.
Let's get the first SMG in. Like we can keep the stun. We can miss the stun towards the end.
All right, I'll go.
I mean, Illogical also should have a. Can he get a shot actually?
Illogical, there doesn't really look to be anywhere he's going to get a shot on a flank. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the 100% light 'em up SMG, which is the only one we actually get because you have to reload. Illogical only has 1 shot, but we're going to get 2. Okay, here's how we do this. We still have our sharpshooter to take out a node. Don't
So he
fuck.
can't even.
Don't
he
fuck
can't
this
even
up,
walk
Illogical. Oh, he can because he's got a free reload.
Oh, fantastic!
Free reload, walk
Good thing we
fire.
didn't take ever vigilant.
Check it before you get too close.
And then let's make sure we actually kill a node so we have time. Look, guys, game is really easy when you have 2 somewhat confident people playing. A weird guy, how are you? Oh yeah, so I should probably unpause the pulse check thing because it was something else. But the pulse check is for my normal campaign roster. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna shoot another node right now. evac is over here, so we can just start bringing everyone in. At this point, it's pretty routine. I know sometimes people have trouble clicking buttons to say like use objective, open crate.
The X4 charges are active, but the aliens
But
are
here
still working
we're
closely
pretty
with the
confident with that.
Eliminate any remaining
Now, something I don't think we've
hostiles
ever really
before they
touched
cut it
upon
off.
is how
What's over that?
how important it is to properly hold an evac area and make sure your characters are reloaded, especially if you don't have reinforcements coming in. And when I say how important this is, I mean really how unimportant it is. And it's really at your own discretion. Seeing as we know there's nothing on the map, we can literally have everyone stand in evac,
Confirmed. Tired of waiting around.
I'm going.
say, you know,
If you say so.
and turn without overwatching,
They're bringing in reinforcements.
This is Firebrand. It's
and then
time to
pop
go.
that evac all and take the mission. Well done, Commander.
Yeah, well done. I mean, that's like the most important thing. The end of mission screen, it says flawless. Then there was no flaw in the mission.
History.
Yeah,
Good work,
exactly.
Everything went exactly as planned.
And despite the destruction
Missing
left
84s is just
XCOM
all a part of the
refused
plan at this
to
point.
Let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue.
I
their
heard
wanton
missing 84s
and
happens about
reckless
16% of the time.
It feels like more sometimes. Sometimes it feels like less.
Nothing boosts morale like a few dead aliens. We got more than our share.
It's amazing still. Full release of Long War of the Chosen. Really only get one option with our assaults here. Someday we might get to see some other perks at Lance Corporal, but with Lightning Reflex being Lightning Reflex, it's hard to see anything else there. Our Reaper, we talked about this a little bit, right? We're looking at the knife build and the difference between like Silent Killer and Ghost Grenade. Well, Ghost Grenade's a very strong utility, but Silent Killer. Oh wait, no, we're doing Banish build. We just took Crippling Strike, right?
Yeah. Because
Okay, so-
I have a personal vendetta against shooting sharp, and I think crippling strike has great utility.
So for this, I still think Silent Killer then is the way to go. Serial is good, right? Each shot you take with your rifle, though, you have reduced damage. I believe it's like after 5 shots, you do no more damage,
It's
and it requires setup.
Yeah, so I've taken serial in one other campaign. I don't even remember where I took it. I was very disappointed with it. I think even in my Stop the Force campaign that I tried, I think I had serial there on my Reaper, and I really didn't like how it played out. So yeah, no, Silent Killer is really solid. And thinking of that last mission, if we would have had an upgraded rifle and Silent Killer, we would have probably tried to kill the Sidewinder with a rifle shot, failed, and be out in the open. But yeah, I think Silent Killer is still really good.
Since we're still on the basic rifle as well, but we do have access to the Mag one, upgrading this rifle is going to be just a huge power increase as well, though, coming along with Blood Trail, to hopefully guarantee any shot we take is a kill. So we're going to take Silent Killer there. And our 18 Mobility Ranger. So ever vigilant, right? So that we can run up and then overwatch our way through. Or are you thinking more close and personal with the pump action?
I will cut you if you pick Ever Vigilant.
We're going to be taking close and personal and be using this shotgun power here.
Yes, that's
You
the
have
plan.
You have a guy named Dash Dash, most under fire is a lead magnet. Well, I mean, if it's a Templar, it could be okay. We did pick up 2 more Lyrium cores, a data pad, some +2 mobility, which is a fantastic PCS to have, as well as a little bit of extra cash, it looks like, in hyperreactive pupils. We also get an intel package of an engineer.
That's always nice if you have like a scanning site for like personnel, so an engineer or scientist. I heard, really nice to see.
Yeah, I'm wondering, so that general op just regenerated, right? So it's here now. We have 8 people in this haven, and I think these are faceless free at the moment. We're about to be actually throwing a scientist in here in one day, and we have another general op already queued up for a scientist. I think we actually go grab this right now. I think this is worthwhile to have.
I think I would grab the engineer now, and so that then we can like scan for the LIP2 that will respawn and for the new GOP.
Yeah, I think grabbing this right now is like the perfect time. Especially since we're about to get the scientist bonus anyway for the mission detection. And since that Liberation 2 just expired, let's grab one of our scientists right now. We did have GTS grant us another assault. We do not have any more rookies to currently add to the GTS. Strength has gone down to 3 in Eastern US. We are still looking at potentially having Retal. Currently our intel's at 82. Our Lyrium and alloys are very healthy. Our supplies are in an okay spot. And
it's good to see though that strength went to Western Europe. That went from 6 to 7, so it really went as far away as possible from New Mexico as it could. So that's giving me some hope that we have some time to actually find the missions we need to find.
I forgot to switch my roster to what do you call it? Random. So we're gonna be finding a few of my roster units, it looks like, at this point. We already come back down to New Mexico, scan with the scientist for that additional % chance to intel discovery, and hope that we find Liberation 2 and another general op with a decent timer. That is Liberation 2 on a 5-day, 16-hour timer in Eastern US, where if we take a look, of course, like Eastern US is a full haven. I don't think we spent intel on it. I think that timer's a little close right now with our current like force level at force level 8, our current tech level. And really, we need to kind of hang on to this intel to get access to a comms unit ASAP. Serial is minus 1 damage, minus 20 crit per se, so it can get a lot, but the CD is so large, it's still relying on shots too much. Reaper, on the other hand, will having larger damage fall is less turn CD. So 1 kill, because melee is so strong. Oh, Serial's only minus 1 damage, so the higher tier weapons still would have plus damage from more power on Serial. I'm just not a fan necessarily of Serial myself. I think it requires like too much setup.
I think it can work on a sniper where if you have a good position and then mid serial chain you can kind of reposition with a grappling hook, but a Reaper cannot even equip a grappling hook.
But I think we're both in agreement that we're letting this cycle until next turn.
Yeah, like the only argument I would make is we don't have any other missions infiltrating except for that one. So we want to run missions, but we would need to boost that. And
well, we do have 81 intel. We don't have comms, so getting a 4th region out right now is actually unrealistic.
I'm kind of thinking to take that.
Yeah. I think I convinced myself looking at.
Yeah, also
fact that
getting
we need
another
supplies.
engineer is really good.
Have we been using our squads properly at all? I don't think so.
No, we never set up squads.
I'm gonna quickly take a moment to set something up here. This is a extract the VIP. So as much as I would love to take the Ranger is bonded with our Sharpshooter, which is not really a combo I'm looking to bring. Instead of bringing our Grenadier and our Shinobi, would probably be a great combination. Bring in maybe the Spark for some quick experience as well. Another promotion there. I do think as well the Reaper can provide a lot of value, especially with Shadow. This would then leave the Ranger's Sharpshooter. Honestly, like technical assault. Grenadier, Shinobi, Reaper, Spark. I would like a specialist here. Probably our our officer specialist, but they don't have trial by fire just yet. This will allow us to hopefully get that promotion, keep getting trial by fire out, especially with the most of our roster being stuck down here at Lance Corporal and Squatty at the moment. And then the final position. Let me see what this looks like. So this is Eastern US. Bloke, how are you? Doing well, man. Doing well. So the time on this is 1:39, so I absolutely can get a 6-person in. With the current power level we have here, Helix Rail Cannon does seem like a pretty good investment, but I wonder if we want to try to get comms being built ahead of that. That being said, though, I still think that's probably if we're going to make an investment here, that's what it's going to be. Glad to hear that, bloke. Glad to he's doing well as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at the. What about any other weapon upgrades? Like, there's not much direct firepower in this squad at the moment.
That's why I'm looking at what we bring with this last class, right? Ideally, something that we don't really need to pay for an upgrade. I do have an assault here that already has a scatter ray that I'd feel very comfortable bringing into this.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think he also had high, if I saw that, high compatibility with the Reaper. That might be a bond worth pursuing. I don't think we have money to upgrade the Reaper's rifle, right?
Yeah, it's a low bond actually there with the Reaper and the assault. This is a 50 supply investment, right? This is like where it's like, is it worth it right now? Is the Helix Rail Cannon actually give us more value? And then we can go sell some stuff at the black market, grab, like, sell those cores we have, things like that, and get comms open. Because I think getting comms out sooner is probably our best option right now. Getting a 4th region up and running, or prepping to get a 4th region.
Yeah, I think Helix Rail probably gives more value automation. Like, the Hypnotic Rifle would be really great since we just picked up Silent Killer, right? We need to get kills with the rifle shots from the Reaper, but
yeah, I think instead just getting this Helix Rail Cannon upgraded is probably the way to go. Now, I did put the extended magazine and the laser sight onto the Helix Rail because one of the things I find that you can do with mechs quite well is put them right up into someone's face and shoot them. So that laser sight, I think, is probably more valuable than the scope. You don't get aim penalties to the Helix rifles or the Spark tier weapons like you do with like SMGs or cannons, or they have like an ideal range. Instead, you just get, range bonuses getting closer. So, welcome on Cali, man. Do you ever get enemies stuck on something? Yes, that's only vanilla. I haven't had that issue in Long War of the Chosen. We do have a shard gun, actually, now that I take a quick look, and I'm wondering if we want to just give this to our assault and then hand me down his laser elsewhere, seeing as this is a liberation mission and probably worth the investment.
yeah, I think we can do that. I'm wondering, so I liked having the shotgun on our Grenadier at the start of the campaign. He had good mobility, he could make use of it. I think we're getting less and less value out of that. So I'm wondering at which point we just say, okay, you're not going to be shooting anymore, let's just give him an SMG. Or he gets a hand-me-down laser rifle because his aim is not terrible.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of leaning towards the laser rifle right now. This has a scope, suppressor, hair trigger on it. I'm kind of okay with that. This still puts us at 13 mobility, which is fine. Like, that's kind of where you're aiming for with most of your soldiers after equipment, right? This is an extract as well. We are going to be taking a little bit slower. He's going to have, it's a freaking full damage grenadier with needle grenades, heavy ordnance, boosted cores, and tandem warheads. And we had the whole discussion about tandem last week. I certainly find the value of it. Ava finds the value. People are like, mathematically, it's not. You know what? Those people need to go stop reading books and play a game. In practice, I find tandem's value just so much more impactful. I think the squad's looking fine. I think we're going to be able to do fine with this. We are boosting it again, so it is going to be a 10 to 12. Potentially even a 7 to 9, though, with the vulnerability option, especially at 112. It's about a 50% chance we'll have vulnerable health then. The specialist here does have an SMG. And I'm actually wondering if we want to also bring a laser rifle here, just to have a little bit of more oomph if necessary. Throw just a basic autoloader on that and the scope. Aim's not terrible. We're up to 68 with the scope. I think we can work with it.
Yeah, I think that gives us a little bit more firepower, which we probably need for that mission. Yeah, we're gonna boost it, and I think that's fine. Any PCS that we have? Like, I see a lot of open PCS slots.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot actually. Though nothing I'm really looking to throw on these people necessarily. Right, a Grenadier I probably want mobility on, but I don't think a +2 mobility is really what I'm looking for. I could give him a +1 mobility, but we're still at 13. I feel like we're okay in this regard.
The depth perception something for the Reaper, maybe?
I'm more wondering if we have depth perception in all our sharpshooters right now first, because I think they're going to get the reliable use out of that, right? And we don't. Seeing as we have 1 depth perception, I don't know if I want to limit that to our Reaper.
No, yeah, I would say sharpshooters first, absolutely.
I will throw a hacking PCS though into our specialist, as that's really just what they're going to get. They're the only one who's really going to take advantage of that. Our assault, actually, now that I take a look at it, is fortune mobility. We're at 11. I would give the +2 mobility PCS to this assault here. I feel quite comfortable with this.
Yeah, that looks good. Anyone low on willpower?
39, 50, 30. I could give will to our Reaper, actually. 38, 40. Yeah, I think our Reaper for the moment, because we can always replace this. Takes the +14 will and keeps them rolling there.
Yeah, really, like, I hate to say it, but I really like focus PCS, and I rarely sell them anymore. Like, I mean, they're just 2 supplies when you sell them on the black market, and just throw them on people so you can keep running missions. Because willpower loss and willpower gain is just...
So I tend to sell the 10 to 12 ones, because you can roll higher focus PCS just from buying one at 5, and I try to get the higher ones, like if I have a bunch. But yeah, will PCSs are great, especially on your heroes that you're wanting to like send out constantly, time and time again. But alright, I think the squad's gonna be fine. We're gonna have the 10 to 12, potentially the 7 to 9 for Liberation 2, and get our Liberation chain started. Will I gate crash after removing some people from the pool? Not immediately. Like, I'm gonna continue the campaign that I'm playing in the morning until it fully dies. But then we're going to... It's mostly I'm prepping the campaign pool for March. And for different types of stuff we're gonna be doing with the campaigns in March. And then like each month we'll retrim it.
I thought you were gate crashing tomorrow.
I might be, but my campaign's still alive somehow, so we'll see.
Okay.
Amazing Barrel, can you explain a mechanic? Does Serial work with Sawed Off, and does it stack with Ruthless? Sawed Off grants kills on action if the enemy is disoriented or panic. Serial only works with your primary weapon. So when you use Serial, right, it's based on either the rifle, if you have that, the sharpshooter gets a variation of it, that then they can only equip it with their sniper rifle, but it only works with primary weapons by default. So I do think we are still scanning down here in New Mexico. We are still looking for Liberation 2, hopefully with a timer where we don't need to boost, because I do want to hang on to some of our intel, certainly. We are at 101% for an extract the VIP for another scientist. Fantastic. We do have our Templar here with our Templar shield, but not the gauntlets. Specialist with the mag rifle. This is a revival protocol specialist, a shinobi with at least cutthroat and combatives, assault with the scatter ray, and a sharpshooter with the laser lance. This is rescue VIP from advent vehicle. Let's dive into it. We are not gambling today. This is the Overexplained campaign. So this is just a really much more focused on explaining mechanics and
Advent forces
going
are
through
moving the
any and
VIP
everything
through
that
this
we're doing
area
on these
aboard one of their
campaigns.
transport trucks.
I
The
think this is
Resistance
on
asking
this
for our
mission.
help
I
staging a
take
rescue
the
operation.
questionable use
Target
of
will be
the
well defended.
death from
Be
above
prepared to
sniper a little
secure
bit
the
more
area
because
and eliminate
it's
any
a rescue
hostiles
VIP,
to
so the
expedite
evac
rescue.
point is
Menace
most likely
1-5, we have
behind
a
the
confirmed location
VIP.
for the VIP.
So keeping
Move
up
to
with the death from
rendezvous.
above sniper is a
Eliminate
little
all
bit
hostile
tricky.
contacts.
But I think it's mostly about bringing some of the upgraded weapons,
Step
so the
carefully.
advanced laser weapons, which are well kind of the best we had at the point. And so we're going with that because we didn't have money to build anything better.
Yeah, it also looks like our sniper we brought and our assault we brought were here to help get a little bit of the experience. Again, our experience levels on a lot of our units is sub where we would like it to be with how many missions we've had to skip. So trying to bring these classes that we know we're going to want to have a higher power spike later on, earlier, and in our current roster setup was certainly a focus last week. Stabby, how are you? Can you over-explain every step into getting into this game, including first how to build a PC, set up Windows, and install Steam and the game? Thanks. The first is you call your friend Illogical. You say, Illogical, I got $1,000 for you to install and set up my PC, as well as a plane ticket down to Florida. And I'm like, yeah, I'm coming down. As long as you got all the other parts, I got you. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Now, one thing that I find really shitty about this map is most of your engagement is going to happen right here, and you can really run into every single pod quite quickly. One thing that I definitely am not as good at doing as I really should be is taking the higher ground, but in a situation like this, I'm definitely going to want to. We are going to have our sharpshooter that's going to want to get up here, as well as probably getting our specialist up here and maybe even hacking drones or providing support where needed. The assault and our shinobi and our templar, of course, are going to need to be up into the action, but our templar is able to pretty well manage themselves and maintain.
Can we hack that drone this turn already with our specialist?
We did take Trojan, so we could, if we don't want to go to the roof, we could go take the drone and Trojan it, which is probably the play. It's only got the 5 HP, should be able to get that full kill. It's going to remove its line of sight, allowing our sniper to hopefully get up. So I think this is where we're going to be.
And also I like using really turn 1 hacks so that the Haywire protocol cooldown comes up again.
Oh yeah, it's certainly, I think, the play here. Getting on the roof though is not a bad idea either. Serial should work with other stand shots, a precision shot, deadeye, ropes, or disabling shot, or crew recovery. Are you saying it should or change to or? Yeah, I don't take Serial enough honestly to know what the use case right there is. Specifically, if it's going to work with special actions like that.
I'm all over it.
I would like to assume so, but until I actually do it, I don't have an answer there.
Yeah, it's really a matter of, it's been a really long time since I took Serial on anyone, so I don't, well, except for the Reaper in my last campaign there. So on the sniper, so I don't know. I don't know how it works. That's unlucky, though. One tile off the edge with the sniper.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to get up there and, get a steady weapon. I think we are going to end up in this position. I really just wanted to make sure that there was going to be nothing surprising us here. These two civilians sitting in the way here are not in the most ideal position. I think this is certainly going to be us just moving up, though, getting past this gas station. I don't really want to be fighting here when the fighting does start, as explosives hurt. As Spooks can see, she could just blow herself up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to, well, let's see. The Templar doesn't actually need to take cover, so yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity to get people fully moved up against this wall. I'm gonna use this opportunity to get our sniper moved up, which might give us some vision in this area. Nope, nothing. Okay. It does look like I can safely look around this corner, as our sniper was giving us additional vision there. And I don't need the Templar to take cover.
I mean, the Templar, you kind of need cover in terms of not getting discovered. Right? But you don't need cover because of cover.
Yeah. So we killed the drone, and we've seen nothing else so far.
That's kind of the situation I don't like, because that usually means you have a big fight around the objective. I assume you might have enemy group to the left, behind that truck.
Got some hostiles grouped over
Definitely one group at the objective, and who knows where the rest is.
Well, we found the group of 3 at the objective. It is a muton pod.
This
is not really.
concealment.
Yeah, this is not really the engagement I want to start with. I think I'm going to start by getting some of our guys a bit closer and maybe trying to force a reveal next turn instead of us taking the actual engagement to try and keep our action economy healthy.
Yeah.
Certainly can use
Good to go.
these cover positions to our advantage, and then I think I even just bring the shinobi onto the roof, maybe trying to get some vision up here next turn as well. This will also keep our shinobi
Should
safe.
keep them
Moving to designated
concealed. Yeah, I think if you can steady now, and I don't know if we can get a good shot on the either on the scout or on the muton, we might actually open up. We don't have precision shots. We don't have deadeye.
And they didn't even move.
So that means we only see the engineer, right? No, we actually see the scout.
We do see the scout from the Templar.
So here's the weird thing, though. The scout, while they're not active, they're not taking cover, but the scout does not count as flanked for our sharpshooter because he's standing next to a cover position. Well, I guess same with the engineer. He's also not flanked because he's standing next to the car, so we're missing out on 40 crit.
I'm thinking of doing something dumb here, which is leaving our Templar right here, moving my assault up next to the Templar, moving my specialist to this position, and hoping that they're going to move next turn, so we can get a little bit of the overwatch. We'll have the assault that can clear any overwatch they might take from alert with lightning reflexes.
I would probably move the shinobi first, see if you can find any other group, but then I would totally do that.
Heading to that location.
If they don't move and don't activate,
Hostile
then we're
forces
close
spotted.
enough to for good engagement.
Okay, we did find the officer pod over here. So we have 3, 3, so 6, 7, 8. So we found the map. This is a strength 1 region. It's going to be 8
Okay.
units.
It's an interesting position. Like, if we activate the officer pod, they might take cover in that gas station, and we could get some.
That's why I'm
Some value,
thinking.
yeah.
That's why I'm thinking of still doing exactly what I had described, which is we're going to take a little bit of the overwatch here. We're going to try and get our assault a little bit closer. Specialist up. I think we're steadying once more. Actually, I wonder, am I actually killing this right now?
The drone?
Yeah.
We're
The
still
drone-
concealed.
Yeah, we're.
You-
Oh, we
you
are
will
still
reveal the
concealed.
whole
Yeah, yeah.
spot.
Oh, that's right. We are still concealed. I thought it was from squad side. Thank God I said something first. Look, it's okay.
But do you move to the left a little bit so you get eyes on the muton? Well,
Oh no, I already studied. You probably might, but I think after scatter, like we're gonna be fine.
yeah.
That would have been really brilliant if I did it. I'm 100% surprised that they have not spotted us right now. We are gonna have to wait another turn as well, though. This time, really forcing the reveal here, I think.
What if? Oh god, I have a stupid idea because they're in the gas station. Well, they're probably outside of the explosion radius. I was thinking about airdropping a grenade to the shinobi, throwing that at the fuel tank, and
We'd be able to kill the grenadier. I don't know if we'd kill the officer. We definitely wouldn't hit the sentry from it.
yeah, I don't think the gas station is on the far side. It's too far away.
I do think we're gonna have a no bystander rule, though. So I think I actually want to put my shinobi here to hopefully force movement back that way upon scatter and reveal.
Probably activating everything here, but yeah, let's just get into it.
Moving
Hey, it's my preferred way of playing. I do have full vision on these guys. I can move my assault closer. Dude, really? My assault can get to that position? Really?
Do you actually see the muton of anybody right now? Because you might not see his detection
I do not. You're right.
tiles.
Okay, I'm not moving. Like, that does seem a little closer than I would think.
Yeah,
You know
so,
what?
so that's something, sometimes you see,
Heading to that
like
location.
we see the muton, but we don't actually, like nobody has line of sight to him, so then you can't trust the detection tiles on the map. The red tiles.
I'm on it.
Although someone must see him,
Eyes on the
or we
prize.
wouldn't have.
Yeah, we have
spots
squad
out
sight,
there.
but no one else can target him. I have no clue right now with why it thinks.
I think our shinobi had another side.
Shinobi can't target the muton, I don't think.
Well, I guess, but here goes nothing. See how that little plan works.
It's still moving.
Everything here is on green alert, which is one of the reasons that I can risk doing this. The chance of yellow alert shots is 0. They do have a chance to go on Overwatch, but again, we do have lightning reflexes to help clean that up.
Do we not? Is our shinobi, our specialist, not Overwatcher? No, he's not.
No, he's
I was
not.
waiting for the second shot the whole time.
All right, so we do have combatives, so tanking the muton's not really an issue. Our concerns right now are the scout, probably the engineer, maybe the drone, and some of this over here. Now, I am tempted to run and gun, make sure we clear these overwatches by running up here, running over, killing the scout that way.
Yeah.
Then it
And then
might
once the
might be an 82 there on the engineer. Actually, it might be the Templar. Might be the Templar to the engineer over here with one for all to bait potentially an officer shot that you might have to deal with.
Yeah, I think the you can move the shinobi next to the muton,
Yeah.
and that really do the airdrop, pro grenade to kill the sentinel, and then our specialist can take care of the drone.
Yeah. Okay, I like this idea. Let's try this out.
but it's all
Nexo
close,
Roaster, welcome. No predictions on Overexplain Day. We do it all in the mornings, and the Overexplain campaign is purely about
Stepping off.
focusing on the campaign and the decisions we're making. Clear those overwatches. Say goodnight to the scout. So the reason I ran that way and queued it up that way was to guarantee that we would be able to clear them. Don't accidentally have to move and it be like the one tile there. We didn't get the kill on the scout, which, may be okay. Our Templar may be the one that has to come in here and finish this off. But I think we start with this. Yeah, I think it's still the airdrop idea. And then it might be the sniper shot on the engineer like we were talking about.
I guess that'll be okay.
So we're gonna move spooks there. This grenadier is actually a bit of a concern with incendiary grenades. But
Yes, the officers also they can flank spooks, so it's also you need to actually target the okay. I probably was saying that when you were already throwing it, but delay is delay.
yeah, I am gonna take the 82 on this engineer though. See if CK Ford can pull something off here.
Big deal.
Which does mean I do need to kill this scout. And then I'm probably going to actually need to move the Templar so we're not grouped up. We're going to try to not bait a flame grenade
We'll pay the price.
from this engineer by being close together.
Is our specialist is not an officer yet, is he?
Our specialist is not, no.
Okay.
Can I bait
That's
the flame grenade?
Well, pillar is not turn ending, right? So you can pillar the for shinobi anyway.
Oh, yeah. So do I do it in this spot then? This prevents the officer from coming in and having a flanked position. I don't want to do it here because I'm not sure exactly how it works and if the muton's going to melee through it or not.
Yeah, I think that's still good enough. Then it acts as line of sight cover. Yeah, so that the officer cannot flank us easily.
And then I actually move here to this full cover position with blue, and then we Trojan the surveillance drone.
Yeah.
Hey, where's it go?
Now, of course, it would have been nice to not have to aggro everything like this and maybe get a little bit more value of that Overwatch initially, or get those kills where we did, but considering what we're working with, I think this is our best position. The nice thing to remember next turn is we do now have focus with our Templar, and we have Void Conduit. Void Conduit completely removes either the engineer or the officer. And so we're really kind of down to 2 enemies next turn. Really 1, I guess, because we'll be able to deal with the Muton as well. Lamb Chucks, how are you, man? Good to see you.
The enemy chases my life.
Good flanking position from the Grenadier onto Xi'an. Thankfully, only ablative. All things considered, things worked out pretty much exactly as we want. So we still cannot melee the Muton. The Muton will, in fact, kill us if we do that. But I could bring Xi'an here to kill the Muton. I can Void Conduit the officer. And so then I have multiple flanking positions on this Grenadier, especially with our Shinobi as well. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Take a look at this. It's dead. It's got to be dead.
Heading out.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yep. Now we're just going to start moving everyone up.
Target eliminated. Asset in tow. Burning through ammo fast.
Now we can also, so our evac for this mission is, oh, it's in here in the middle of the road. Wonderful.
Move, move, move.
So we're going to bring copyright up. We're going to bring CK Ford up.
Move, move.
Do you have a hack on a tower there with copyright?
I did not look at what it is. We certainly can.
Yeah.
But just like that, full control. Advent took 1 successful shot against us for 3 damage, which is nothing at all. We're going to be able to kill the officer guaranteed this turn. And nice to see Trojan doing its part. Let's see. So if I move copyright to this position, I'll be able to view this tower hack as well.
If you say so.
As well as get the objective. Small alloy cache, large alien alloy cache for reinforcements. Is there a second tower?
So it probably hack the objective now, and the next turn you can.
I think. Can
find
I
a position
get?
where you can.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get from like this tower position and out in 1 movement, but I don't know if I can. But I can from there, it looks like. So then I hack this. Next turn we move here, we wait, and we do that when we're trying to leave in case we get the reinforcements.
Accessing system.
All right, so we have a rebel joining a haven as an option guaranteed, or a large alloy alien cache. Now this region is our strength 1 region. We are at 8 rebels in here. I'm very tempted just to go for this alloy cache. I think the 1 rebel's not potentially worth like the what, 30.
Yeah, it's not gonna make difference, and I think we are currently faceless free, so that's the risk of getting a faceless.
Doesn't happen, but risk reward. Took the risk.
And get the reward.
We're in. package and we're moving to deliver.
Yeah, that's what we're considering, right? Moss says if we can do it the turn we can leave.
Proceed to the extraction.
There is a chance the reinforcements can be the summon reinforcements, which immediately pop in, versus the RNF that comes on the turn after, and I don't want to deal with a summoned pod. I am feeding a few more kills to our Templar here,
Moving to position.
as one does.
Roll it out. I have the
This is Firebreak.
VIP, and we are
VIP
moving
is
to
secure.
extraction.
Stepping off.
On your order.
All right, so reinforcement timer is not coming in this turn.
Use this time
Okay,
to set
I'll
up
go.
for that tower hack.
We're going to be one tile short.
Oh, because there's someone in the way right now.
Oh yeah, okay, Sheen's in the way. Awesome, beautiful.
On the move.
Sharpshooter can just get out. We're staying right there. You can stay right
What's over
there.
there?
I think we just reload.
Rock and
I don't even
roll.
think we actually leave with DK forward. I think we just end turn. No, you're gonna be a tile short.
Yep, that's in the way. Damn it, that's the one. I would still take it. I think it's a good reward, and like
Access
go for the
assist.
cheap reward with the low failure chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Of course, that we clicked the cheap one, we could have gotten the big one, but you know, again, risk reward, and this is a risk. Or I don't know if I want to summon pod
Infiltration.
where we're one turn off of evac, you know.
Okay,
Okay, I'll go.
I'm on it.
I am gonna leave now with everyone though. Save that potential will point. Copyright. If only you could have had just a little bit more mobility, it seems. Probably commander error.
Ready to boogie.
I wonder if there's something you could have done with
Invert? The Templar
invert from Templar, but
the Templar has
even
less mobility. Yeah, less mobility. I was thinking about it, right? Like I love doing invert bullshit like that. But in this situation it just wasn't working. The tower was just in a primo location. But hey, another flawless mission. As we say, if you get flawless at the end, you did everything right.
Remember,
Imagine, yeah. That's what, 20 alloys we
Another
could have
success
gotten from one
beyond
of the
all
large caches.
expectations.
Yep.
I'm continually impressed, Commander.
It wouldn't have though, because our Templar doesn't have the mobility to get from where that. But the Templar has less mobility than our Specialist. Our Specialist here is at 14 mobility with all his equipment, right? Where our Templar, I think, is at like 12. It would not have worked. So this is our Field Surgeon with Trojan airdrop. Failsafe. Okay, but our Templar has to then run from the position they invert to back, right? If our Specialist doesn't have the mobility to do it, why would our Templar have the mobility to do it? Right? I don't think it would have worked. You mean have him run, then invert, then run in? I guess you could have done something like that. But I think this is fine. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to move past already. What do you think here? Failsafe or a savior? Probably failsafe at this point.
Yeah, I feel that rank always feels so pointless on non-Overwatches. Like, I guess if we're running with a medkit, then Savior has some value, but
Yeah, if you're building a
especially
full
once we have
support
nano
specialist.
medkits, like if you need the 10-point heal over 6-point heal, then something really went wrong.
I mean, this character seems to have gone all over the place because we did take revival protocol and was a support for the Templar. What's funny is this specialist isn't how I would ever build my specialist, because I would either go straight down this line or do the Sentinel build, right? But with the revival protocol field surgeon, I would have taken medical protocol over Trojan. It seems like that Ava had this character when the option came.
I just like Trojan way too much, and look at that value we got out of it from this mission alone.
Certainly. Not disagreeing on the value there.
Guaranteed drone kills, yeah.
Did get a recruit in Western Europe, which is fine. Still at strength 7, strength 3, and strength 1. We are expecting intel retaliation. Alright, welcome to the fucking worst goddamn dark event that you can get on any campaign. This is a legendary only dark event. What this says is frickin' every mission is +1 strength. That's it. This is the dumbest, worst dark event. So if you're not playing on legendary, you'll never see it, by the way. I think this even applies to missions on the board. I think everything right now is just +1 strength.
Well, doesn't it have to still show up as a...
Doesn't show up as a sit rep. It's literally just everything right now is +1 strength.
Okay. Oh,
It's
wonderful.
It's the worst dark event.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
That is the experimental weapons because we wanted to go into the frost bomb.
Yes.
We do not have 50 supplies to go into Illyrium. I wonder if we want to go to the black market real quick and get those supplies, or if it's probably worth grabbing the sectoid autopsy right now.
I think I'm okay with the sector autopsy.
Though I was
That's something to be said about just cracking a data pad.
Well, we don't have contacts, so we need to do contacts. What we do need is we do need to go sell. We need to get Frostbomb out, and we need to get comms out.
Also, like one final throwback on failsafe.
Avenger plotting new
There's
course.
one thing that I tend to fail like very often, which is skulljack hacks. Very often that's a 50%. Like you take the skulljack, you kill the enemy, and even the low intel package there is a 50% hack. That saves you 3 damage from the specialist if you have failsafe. So I mean, you can meme on it all you want, but you probably get more value out of failsafe than out of savior, because how often do you need a 10 HP heal over a 6 HP heal?
Far too often if you're me, but hey. Alright, so I did sell off a ton of stuff, including a bunch of cores. I still did keep a few cores, as I know we are going to start needing them. We're at 212 supplies. The frost bomb here is 35 supplies, and I think this is what we actually want to grab, seeing as this is why we went into experimental weapons with our support grenadier. I think the other thing that we're looking at doing is probably resistance comms, so we can hopefully get another region out. At this time in a campaign, I'd also be considering the resistance ring.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Build it over the workshop so that we actually get workshop value.
Yes, I was doing it here out of habit, but yeah, I think this is the comms. There is like normally I try to be looking for the resistance ring at this point, but I think because we don't have a +1 contact, we're gonna do things. You have ablative and mind merge of the skulljack fails. Skulljack ignores ablative armor.
No, it goes into ablative.
I thought it ignored it. Failing a skulljack, I think, ignores ablative armor.
But it's like you're not gonna have a psyops on every mission where you're skulljacking anybody. It's like,
does it not?
If you have ablative and mind merge, then you also don't need savior. Like that's a I don't know. I'm not buying that argument, and I'm not going into any further discussion on that.
IRC didn't hit ablative. Okay. Oh, I thought it went through ablative, but yeah, I clearly don't do it enough.
For sure, like I failed pretty much every single skull mine hack on my current YouTube campaign, like consistently, and so I'm really triggered by that right now.
So it hits ablative. But yeah, I do think this is the comms.
Communications facility construction.
I'm gonna immediately queue that up. I'm gonna queue up the frost bomb.
We'll get started right away.
And I'm gonna do something a little bit controversial here and pull out a gremlin to go into our comms. And I'm gonna pull out an engineer off the shielded power coil, because we're really good on our Illyrium. I'm actually gonna pull both these guys out to finish clearing up here with a engineer. Oh god. I think I screwed up something. But yeah, I want to throw... Do I want to throw both engineers in here and just get this out immediately? I think so. 3 days.
What's happening? Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we throw both into the proving ground for 3 days. We throw the gremlin in here for the 7 days. Then when we get these guys back, we just throw them back into our other projects. So we're still looking for 2 General Ops and Liberation 2 down here in New Mexico. Why not put the proving ground by the workshop? Well, we didn't actually think we were going to get the workshop to begin with. The workshop became as a side effect of the lack of engineers on this campaign and our need to start clearing things quickly. So when we built our first 2 buildings, the GTS and the proving ground, right, we didn't think that we were going to be starved for engineers as long as we've been. This campaign has truly just been the campaign of missed timers.
Setting course for the Mexican regional tract.
And along with that, you know, like the buying of engineers. I think we've bought 3 out of our 4. And scientists as well. There's not been a whole lot of like great RNG. We are going to be pulling out another engineer though here shortly, which is quite nice.
And I think to get full value out of the workshop, you just need 2 buildings that need full engineers next to it. So resistance comms, resistance ring, got you more than covered.
So this is our support grenadier officer, or one of them. Don't we have 2 of these going on right now?
We do. I think 1 with protector and 1 with. Or do they both have protector? I don't even know.
Yeah, we have rapid deployment protector on Doobies and Detrix. But I think I'm just going to keep that officer training, get them going. It's going to be nice. We're always going to have a support grenadier with our frost bomb, at least somewhere.
Yeah.
That's going to be good.
Unless we forget it.
Strength did go down in Eastern US once again, with strength going up in New Mexico and strength going up in Western Europe. So I can't confirm if this strength went to New Mexico or Western Europe, but more than likely it went from Eastern US into New Mexico, and then Western Europe pulled from probably Eastern Europe or West Africa. Taking a quick look at these intel costs to see if we have any rewards. We do have a reward on West Africa down to 134. And then New Brazil being 100 still and 200 over in Western Europe or Western US. But yeah, I think we're just back to scanning, looking for missions, waiting for that Lib2 timer that we are going to boost to finish up. And we did find a 7-day smash and grab.
Course for Eastern United
Now,
States.
again, if you're wondering why it says 10 to 12, and this is a strength 2 region, it's because we have show of force. Effectively, this mission is strength 3. And it's bullshit. Anywho, Templar Specialist Technical, looking to probably add a sharpshooter to this group at this point. This is a shotgun ranger.
Clearly you mean show of force is fantastic because we're gonna get more XP from every single mission.
Exactly, I'm so excited. Templar Specialist Technical Sharpshooter. I do need a Shinobi on this squad for some scouting. And then 360p. Is my internet having that many issues right now? Should hopefully let you go to 1080p. I know there's been some lag. Oh man, I think we need some form of firepower. I mean, a shotgun ranger, while sounding nice, isn't really sounding as nice to me as a gunner is right now for a mission like this. Especially if I do have a laser cannon available, so I wouldn't need to invest in the mag cannon, but it might be time to invest into a mag sniper rifle. That I can't afford. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Levy. Do I think a mag rifle is enough and a laser cannon is enough? We really don't have a mag rifle out.
I think, and I really think we should probably get the mag sniper.
I mean, I can't afford anything right now, right?
Yeah. Was there nothing else we could have sold at the black market?
I think I got rid of like everything. I went down to I think 4 Illyrium cores. I could sell a few more, but I mean, we still have the laser lance right now, which should be fine. Laser cannon, mag rifle.
Yeah, I guess.
Templar's looking to bond with our Shinobi. I'm actually wondering if that's the bond we want to do. I'm cool with that. We do need the stealth with the Templar. I'm gonna click it. You didn't stop me out of it. I clicked it.
No. Yeah, well,
I assume because it's
in
buffering
that
or lag.
time with the delay, I couldn't have stopped you anyway. No, it's fine. It's fine. I always say, you know, any bond is better than no bond.
Yeah, I apologize, guys, for this buffering. It's my ISP having issues as well. Frickin' Spectrum. I think this is fine, though. I do have a flashbang on our specialist. We have a flashbang on the gunner. I'm tempted to bring a smoke on the specialist here as a precaution. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. One of the issues I find with the 10 to 12 smash and grab, especially on city center, is you're going to end up taking a lot of your engagement early on. There tends to be a building with a turret on it at times, right? I think having that smoke, if we have to group up a little bit while we take a shot or two from them, is probably important here. On the other side, though, we might just have the damage to just absolutely blow through it all, especially with a freaking technical that's doing quite well over here with fire in the hole, and then the typical burn perks. And our specialist to maybe even take over a turret.
I think especially since our special technical already has incinerator, that's gonna make everything so much better, so much easier.
Yeah. Wondering where our drone corpses are to get that Gremlin Mark II to make these hacks more reliable and allow us to potentially even go for full control hacks other than just disable hacks.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
It's
Setting
certainly an
course for
option.
Mexico.
I'm not sure if you fail a hack and you have fail-safe, if that, for example, breaks concealment, or if you can just, you know, try it.
I don't have any idea. This is for another engineer with Psionic Storm, but a 4-day timer is not something I'm really willing to invest any intel into right now. So I am going to be passing on that mission there. We are going to find our Liberation 2 for a scientist in a region with pretty low strength right now where we're working out of. I mean, both the regions are at strength 2. We do have the intel for this, but we also have comms coming up. Now, real quick, I'm going to back out of this. This is probably a better region to liberate than our starting region because we would then get a tower as well. And it allows us kind of to push into Western US where they would need to like increase the vigilance here to allow the strength to come in, etc., you know, to get down here to try to do invasion. I want to make an argument that we actually do this and we actually boost this. Because
I actually agree with that. Since we have 2 regions where we can run missions in right now comfortably, I think we can get the intel back, and getting another scientist is great, getting LIB2 done is great. Might go back to cracking a data pad though, because I think we need intel to be able to boost LIB3 when it comes up. And with 2 boosts going out, we would be at 20 intel, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm cool with us going and swapping over to a data pad after this. Let's see. So this is not an extract. This is instead a rescue VIP from Advent Cell. Evac is more than likely going to be on the far side, but with the city center as well, it could be closer. So bringing the sharpshooter, I think, is a fine choice here, especially when comboed with our ranger. Do have our technical. We have an assault, a shinobi. I guess the last question I have is, what do I want to bring? And I'm tempted right now to bring this grenadier. I'm tempted to, even though I know we need some of our lower levels to keep their promotions going, I think these liberation missions are probably still a good idea for us to have like some sort of firepower with us.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be a tricky mission.
I do have a scatter ray available, so let's make sure we get that. This is also a +1 strength modifier, so effectively this mission is strength 4 currently at 10 to 12. But I look at this roster, and I mean, where's my ablative on my Shinobi? Gotta wonder what was going on there. I can build more alloy plating. Though I probably have alloy plating that everyone can have here. I think our assault here needs a mobility PCS, even if it's +1. We're currently at 13 mobility.
Yeah. I think if we play that careful and get a nice opening, for example, with the flamethrower, that should really help this squad to deal with anything they could run into.
One thing that concerns me is we're not looking at an opportunity to get a bonus from the hack. That being said, though, I think this squad can handle themselves well enough, and we take the squad for mostly a lot of the promotions and just for having the firepower, not worrying about a bonus hack reward.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, sometimes it's nice to have a specialist, but it's not necessarily a requirement.
Now I wonder. No, I don't think there's anything else to change here. Is there?
Any other PCS that makes sense? Probably not.
I have 4 Predator armor not being used right now. What?
Just running around with Predator. I think our squaddies on that first mission today had all Predator armor.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get Predator armor available for people, especially on this team. Like our Shinobi, our Technical, our Assault, and maybe even our Ranger, just to keep them safe. So then our Sharpshooter doesn't have Predator. Yeah, everyone else has Predator armor here. I think this is fine. I think that's a good thing to have in this situation. Why do all our low levels have Predator armor? I guess we need it to keep them alive, right?
Squad green to deploy.
We had the armor lying around. We didn't have that many missions to infiltrate, so I thought just give them the armor.
I'm gonna make sure I have Haven Advisors back in here as well. One nice thing I see that is if we do get intel retaliation, I actually think with what we have down here, even though they're not all the highest ranks, we definitely, I think, can take an intel retal with a little bit of investment. Though we probably get a team open before that as well. But I mean, we can't even trigger it right now, so I don't know why I'm worried.
Do we keep the scientist in New Mexico?
I don't think you do. I think we kept the scientist there to find Liberation, and we found Liberation. But I do think we still keep scanning here. Oh, 38 hours on this autopsy.
Well, we might as well finish it. Like, it's... Data pad is about 2 days. Yeah. This is gonna be a long time before we need the intel boost for Lib 3.
Yeah, I would agree there. 7 days for Resistance personnel. Yes. In fact, give me all these Haven Advisors, because I'm probably gonna need you.
Everything we have in the barracks right now. And equipment will be an issue, I think.
We're gonna have some hand-me-downs, I think, but here, we're gonna clear the squad and see what we can bring. Starting off with a Shotgun Ranger is a pretty good thing to have on hand. It does look like you have a
shorty. He has a mech shorty. That's gonna be one
bonded,
option. The
bonded
timer
with the
is
gunner.
fairly good, right? 7-day timer here. You could check what the if you boost the Lib 2 in Eastern US, how long until that squad gets back.
We're boosting this anyways, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Operation rescue defender extract. Still 1 day, 16 hours. Basically 1 day, 1 hour. I think I can queue this up. I think I can make this work.
Okay. All right.
You bring our mag shorty ranger with laser cannon gunner with a sentinel specialist. Do we have a laser rifle laying around? I hope so. I do not. So that may be cut. Definitely want to bring a shinobi here. Assault, I think I saw a shotgun lying around. Am I only going to get 5 on this mission, actually?
Probably.
If I'm only taking 5 on this mission, I do think I go to the black market and get a mag rifle and a frickin' mag cannon.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. Let's see what we can get money wise. If there's anything else we can sell.
Market is open.
I think the basic stocks might have to go.
Yeah, I think we have enough stocks.
Maybe some Viper corpses.
Did we get we got the research already, didn't we? Yeah, because I know we have gas grenades. I'll sell 2 more of those. I kind of do want to get gas grenades out at some point. Get rid of the laser sign suppressor. That gives me 100 supplies.
That should be enough to work with. It's you like, I guess 3 more weapons.
Setting course for Sector 8.
I think the mag
Mexico.
rifle into the sentinel specialist, probably with like AP rounds there instead of their med kit, might be the play. Still think of bringing the range. The ranger's saying I'm killing 2 things, maybe. Gunner. Need a shinobi. The sharpshooter might actually be good as well, though I don't have a laser one, and investing in a mag one at this point might actually be worth it. Got the Muton Prowler. The Muton Prowler is a fantastic friend. Alright, so weapons. If this is what I'm bringing, a ranger, specialist, gunner, shinobi, assault. It's the mag rifle. That's only our 3rd mag rifle as well.
Yeah, so that's definitely not overproducing. So
do we want to
get the
invest in the
cannon?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, right? This isn't who I really want to have the mag cannon on, but this is something that we're going to probably invest into a few more in as well.
Yeah, I mean, we want the mech cannons, right? Sooner or later, anyway. I'm not gonna sit on laser cannons until we get caught. And I think this is our. Hopefully, he ever gets to Master Sergeant.
Oh yeah, this is Apollo the Blessed, the Flesh Shadow Strike gunner. The man who's gonna do it all. All right, there is a chance we do get the vulnerable here. We are sitting at a strength 2 region, +1 makes it strength 3 from show of force, so vulnerable here would bring it back down to a 7 to 9, which then makes us very, very confident in this campaign.
Applause,
Any armors we
Taking
want to
a
buy
little
for that
break
squad?
from my own campaign to see how the over-explain campaign is going.
Apples, thank you so much for 2 months in a row. I really appreciate it. It is going great. We're flawlessing everything today. It's a miracle. As far as armor goes, I would invest 1 armor, probably in my Shinobi. I think everyone else can maybe get away with being a little undergeared, though I could see the argument also to make 2 armors and give 1 to our assault.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards 2. Like, what else are we gonna spend the money on at the moment?
I mean, I want to get into Illyrium.
Well, we need 5 cores for that.
And 50 supplies. Much better than this morning. I think everything's better than this morning. Like, a lot of it is Ava's here giving me support, backing up my decisions, calling me out for poor plays. Where in the morning I don't have that that amount of love and luxury, right? Typically my mornings are filled with everyone being like, "Oh, gate crasher."
You know what? Since I had this week off, I should have just joined you on Discord the whole week.
It would have been a pleasure to have you the whole week. Probably would get a little tired of it though. But like the morning streams are all about, oh, excitement continues to build and everyone hoping that I'm gonna fail. So we have 4 missions on the board. I think for the first time in over like 30 days in our campaign, we are actually filled with missions. Like more by 1 more than we would really like.
Yeah, really stretching the roster to get that last mission going. Both strength 2 regions. That looks like a healthy geoscape. Except that it's July and we don't have a lib 2 yet. Done.
Strength went to 1, strength went to 9.
But we really squeezed Western Europe there.
Grenadier, Shinobi, Reaper, Assault, Specialist, Spark. I'm going to launch this right now. I know this is considered a Strength 3 mission because you have +1 for Show of Force, +1 for Lib 2. But I think that we can take the 10 to 12. I think this extract is good. And it gets these people back immediately. Gets Lib 3 started up. We need to push this liberation chain. So I'm gonna launch it. Someday Spectrum will be great. So yeah, the I forgot to switch the character pool to random, so it's all of the characters and VIPs in my character pool currently.
Secure the area and escort the VIP to the evac point. Stay alert for hostile contacts.
I am looking forward to the giant purge of the list. I believe currently we're at 20 with 21 people have hit the pulse check. If you guys have not hit the pulse check and you have a character in the pool, it's a pretty good time to do that before I do a mass purge. And then we'll have to re-add characters from that. Oh man, Ava, do you remember this map? I remember this map. I remember trying to do this with the Shinobi and my scientist being a turn short because of poison. Now, luckily, the commander who set this up was smart enough
On target.
to bring a Shinobi. This commander is also dropping a lot of frames, and I apologize because there's probably some delay right now.
I've got
Waiting for the buffering to clear, and then I can comment on things you were looking at a minute ago. Yeah, you know, I've been known to set up these kind of missions without a Shinobi, and then saying, oh, I should have brought somebody with concealment.
Now, one thing I am considering here is actually leaving Stiletto out of concealment right now, so that we can get an Overwatch shot before we go into Shadow, and I think I'm going to do that. I don't actually have great vision on the second person there, so I'm wondering, I think this is a line of sight blocker.
What's over there?
I'm gonna take that risk. Karath, how are you? Good to see you, man.
On your order.
Yeah, I think we're taking a healthy dose of Overwatch maybe on our first pull. If not, then we can aggress on that certainly on the next turn.
Only concern is a little bit that their scatter move might reveal the shinobi.
It's fine. That's never happened to me before.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my concern. I know that you are basically an expert in keeping your stealth people concealed, so why should I be concerned here?
Stealth is a crutch. It's not something I actually worry about.
I'll get him next time.
Well, that Helix rail cannon literally just paid for itself on the first shot. Hopefully with double Illyrium core dropping. I think the priest is stuttering because it is revealing my shinobi potentially.
You know, when you were talking about the Helix rail cannon,
Position compromised.
I was still at the end of your turn. So let me just do a refresh here.
Yeah, it's bad today. If you want to take over, feel free to. I can send you
Oh
the
no,
save.
I've nothing set up here right now, so it's fine. It's fine.
I
No,
mean,
it's just catching up again to the current time.
I mean, I can send you the save. So we did
But,
get
you
revealed
know-
there.
I wonder who predicted that.
Some type of savant. So right now I'm actually trying to get just a little bit of damage on this priest if possible. Doesn't matter if I do a throw knife. I mean, our throwing knives do more damage. I do want just a little bit of damage. We're gonna try and get the overkill, probably with a running gun. Yeah, definitely running gun, shotgun to the face. The more overkill damage I can get, the better opportunity I have to not be dealing with a sustain.
Hunt him down.
With killer instincts, stiletto rounds, or talon rounds. These are talon. If you don't overkill this, corrections. Thank you.
I got it.
Hoplite and skirmisher bond, yay or nay? Yeah, I mean skirmishers tend to have a lot of actions, especially if they get their kills, and the hoplite can always use. The hoplite can be bonded with almost anyone, I would say, and the reason is because they can use a bond to give themselves additional guard, right? So they're one of those classes that are just like really good with anyone.
Heading out.
So I'm trying not to overextend right now, as I don't know where the next pods are going to be, and our evac isn't that far away, so I have a feeling that they are relatively close. As tempting as it is to go grab this could reveal down
Come get
the
some.
hallway, and I just don't want to do that. Large supply cache for jammed is our tower hack. That might be something we want to try and do, maybe with the tower closer to evac. Trying to look into the fog of war. And I'm not seeing one on that side, but that doesn't mean there isn't one there.
Set Overwatch priority.
Affirmative. Covering now. Got it covered.
I think next turn you can move up a little bit in shadow with our Reaper, and then
That's what I'm thinking. I think
probably grab that loot, get enough vision to plan the next moves.
it's like you've played this game before, Ava. I just know exactly what I was thinking as well.
I'm just watching a lot of YouTubers on this.
Yeah, we actually found no information with that move. We do have tracking as well, and so we can reliably say that there is not pods. Like there might be a pod over here, but there are not pods at least within our line of sight, or within like our vision around the corner with tracking.
The building on the left is, by the way, really interesting because you can kind of sneak up to the door in the back, inside the building. There's not any windows there.
Getting it done.
I think we're gonna take
Oh,
full advantage of that right now with like a turn of double moving on some of these folks who are further behind, in order to
No need to ask twice.
keep the pressure on.
Like I like to sometimes use insides of buildings to kind of sneak my assaults close up to the enemy, so I can get value even if I don't have running gun up.
Overwatch.
That kind of stuff.
It's a brilliant play. We do find our next pod. They are coming in on green alert.
The invaders sent a patrol.
Oh, they're not even gonna come in. Stiletto, are you ready to go piss these guys off a little bit, I hope?
I will reposition.
Or at least find me another pod and we can set up an Overwatch.
An alien patrol.
An Advanced Purifier and Muton Centurion. Now that is a pod. One thing I am
now we
considering.
see the whole map properly.
I am considering just crippling striking this Mutant Centurion, and he is stuck there. Or if we do want to move up. Though, there is certainly... Man.
Somehow, you know, setting up Overwatch on the guys on the right, on that group of 3, might give some more value.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Stiletto's gonna drop Shadow at the start of the next turn, right?
Oh yeah, I'm aware. Which is why I'm wanting to potentially just crippling strike the Mutant Centurion right now.
Then we also have that group. I have 8 enemies active. Next, well,
What, you think I should pull back
unless
instead?
the group in the back moves. I don't know. It's tricky. But you could fall back to a position where you only have line of sight to that front group to make sure they activate and run into our Overwatches.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm considering right now. That's what I think I'm gonna set up.
Headed there now.
I'm trusting you here.
Like, I like
Alternatively,
everyone's
we do have the
position
good
there.
grenades here, right? But yeah, let's Overwatch that group.
Moving as ordered.
Look at me, actually reloading when I'm not gonna move.
On Overwatch. On Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Setting Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Not failed to connect.
It's still up. Not good. That is not good.
Well, the Overwatch value could have been better.
I'm unsure what that gunner... Wait, that's 2 different pods.
Known to them.
It's 2 groups of 2, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think we need to move up and get a grenade in there.
I think this is gonna be overdrive.
Movement engaged.
Is this... Do we want to activate that other group first? To see if we can get even more grenade value?
I think he's right there. Can I find out? Yeah, he's right there. So what I think this is I think this is... Yeah, I think... Ooh, can I hit all?
Looks good.
Okay, he's on that mat tile. Right there. Yeah, I think you overdrive and do that.
Go for it.
And then we activate it. Because this won't activate it because XCOM, baby. Okay, hold on. Did do damage to the officer. I do have a command as well.
So you kind of need to. Can you kind of waypoint activate the officer that you like move in, move back out again? So he's more inclined to come to the left, stay close to his buddies.
I would have to go there to there. That might be enough. Nope, the officer went off, but the gunner did come back.
I think that's still good enough to get a grenade on 3 people there.
Yeah, I figure out where I move to do this. It might be to this half cover position.
Cannot move inside the shop to the front window.
I think right there. Problem is like leaning out of these positions with half cover, right? I'll try it.
Heading out.
Sometimes they don't like to lean.
Heads down.
This is tandem, so I just had to make sure that we hit all 3 of them, like, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, with a normal grenade, you would maybe want to focus on the grenadier to make sure he dies, but with tandem it doesn't matter, just hit everybody.
Is this just a grenade to guarantee the kill?
Probably. I was thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, we might lose loot, and we might not actually get the targeting on the guy, but
I think we just have to guarantee the kill. I could actually fall off the officer here. The only person the officer can see right now is... Oh, no, you can see typing 8. Okay. So I may need to take that shot.
we don't have a flashbang on anybody, right?
We do not. Hold on 1 second.
Is that a smoke grenade?
Yeah, someone likes smokes on their specialist. You know, I wonder who that could
Yeah,
have
I
been.
mean, we've got a lot of people there in half cover. So maybe it's not absolutely terrible.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave these guys where they are. We're gonna let this officer do what he wants to do. I'm actually gonna move you here, though,
Moving to position.
so I don't have to worry too much about this crazy targeting. Oh my goodness, smoke grenade, please.
Smoke out.
You put smoke grenades on your healers? I put smoke grenades on my healers. I'm gonna reload corrections. I'm gonna hunker you. I'm actually gonna bring Komotix over here so he's closer for the next turn action. I honestly think I want to overwatch the spark. I don't think the 38's worth that shot.
Yeah,
I think there's 4 more enemies on the map that I need to worry about.
Sensors on Overwatch.
And honestly, I'm just gonna hunker freaking corrections here, and we're gonna run and gun up next turn. Hopefully something is coming here. See what happens. See how it plays.
I just feel like we need to update our essential mod list and include gray smoke instead of that red purple awfulness here.
Might have to. Now, I have
They
one more
ran-
turn.
They ran away.
Both pods did. Both pods are over there. The Muton and the Sectoid pod. Or is that was no, the other pod was the Incinerate, bro. You know what? I'm gonna come over here with my spark. I want vision on this area. It triggers nothing, which tells me that I have some room to move around, and I think I need to take advantage of that right now.
If you say so. I'm on it.
You can get people to the door on the left, yeah, then the center.
Yep.
I'll be there soon. On it.
It's not gonna give us a lot of Overwatch if they come back to us this turn, but I'm okay with this. This is really just about keeping some people safe, letting the spark take any of the Overwatch or the yellow alert shots, getting us towards the objective.
Engaged.
These pod scatter movements right now. That purifier has jack all on us.
Not such a weird move by them. It's like they completely broke line of sight with us. That's so unusual.
Is this window broken already? It is. All right, I'm gonna take advantage of this, and we're gonna go into shadow.
Let the hunt begin.
We're gonna go
My life is in your hands.
gather some information real quick. I have 4 grenades. Like, I think this is grenade, but from where? I actually think it's from
Can
this
you- hang on,
position where
hang on.
corrections is.
If you move the specialist out of the way, maybe we can get some better positions moving out of the left window, out of the door.
Yeah, I just don't know where I put the specialist. Do I put the specialist back here for now? Yeah.
I'm on it.
I need to take a very quick AFK. Hopefully back in a sec.
Okay. All right.
Guess that'll be okay.
I'm looking for some kills right now. I'm looking to use these grenades. We only have 5 enemies left on the map. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit that purifier with this grenade right now this turn, so I don't think the purifier is going to be any part of this equation. We're gonna immediately just remove this trooper from the equation. I probably am gonna use a knife to try and hurt this trooper as well, as I don't really need to move. Well, stiletto at 33% tells me don't do that. The other option is, oh, okay, you know what? This is actually running gun, stun the purifier. We deal with the purifier next turn.
Going in for the kill.
Seeing as we know that other pods on the far side, this is a very safe area for us to be playing with.
Nighty-night.
And this purifier is very scary. I do not want to go melee any of these units. Use this opportunity to actually move
Copy that.
out just a little bit.
Movement request confirmed.
I'm going to need a crippling strike this purifier next turn with my Reaper.
I am at your service.
So I do think this is just a lot of us moving forward, breaking line of sight,
Overwatch mode active.
taking the Overwatch.
Failed to engage target.
Gonna shoot my VIP. Oh, thank goodness he missed.
Taking fire over here.
All right, so one thing I know, like for certain,
I am on the move.
is we are crippling striking this purifier so he is not moving. Do dark VIPs spawn only once you get a line of sight? Because they just grenade his position with looking prior line of sight is still alive. So they're technically, I think they're there, but I don't think they can take damage until you have line of sight, right? I think they have like a immunity type behavior, so that, and I believe this was implemented due to like not mutons, Andromedons could like pass through cars and blow them up, and it would kill the VIP like instantly. Someone else might know better though, but like I know there's a reason why you need to have line of sight on them out there. Like it didn't always used to be that way. All right, so we are going to be able to get out next turn with supporter shiny.
Moving to
The
position.
purifier is not moving. We can guarantee that. I think we just kill this trooper, seeing as we're only going to have
For a surprise.
one more grenade for the next engagement. We only have one more thing that's really armored. I mean, the purifier being armored certainly is not fantastic, but eliminating folks here is probably the bigger play. Now,
Scanning approach vector.
we don't have Shredder on the Spark just yet, so I think this is still an Overwatch. I could command for more damage if I feel necessary, like, because we can get up with corrections next turn. Nuke-a-Lot might have some insight on that, honestly,
Will do.
because I'm sure there's a reason why, like why exactly that's a thing now. And I believe it's a thing more from Long War 2 than just Long War the Chosen deciding to do it.
Scanning for targets.
Actually, when Ava gets back, he might also remember this.
We can no
All right, so engineer's out.
Moving on target.
We're gonna use our spark to get this kill, I think, to hopefully just finish him off. Crippling strike is so good. So I want to use corrections to move up here. I'm hoping this doesn't trigger. At this point on a mission, especially a mission like this, I'm very comfortable with just leaving, right? VIPs and cells can die to explosives. So those are like resistance members though, right? I don't think they have the immunity. I'm specifically talking about dark VIPs that you need to kill or capture.
On the move.
Right? Like there's some reason they have like a form of immunity. It also maybe did not do enough damage because they can have like up to 8 HP, I think, because they get plus 1 HP from
Moving to Overwatch.
like maybe they don't have immunity, but maybe it wasn't enough damage. They can get like plus HP, right, from dark events.
Tracking route to target.
Trusting you here.
Airlift in progress.
But I think they have an immunity, right?
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
There's some reason, like they're not easy to kill anymore. Oh gosh, I wish Ava was here because now I sound like an idiot. All right, hold on. There's a thread from a year ago, 4 years ago, talking about this in Long War 2, right? But it doesn't say what is going on with it. There is a thread from 4 years ago talking about it. Well, I'm not sure. This is a good question. This is something we should figure out.
Executed to the highest standards. Excellent work, Commander.
Pulled it off though, pulled out the engineer, Liberation 2, advanced hair trigger, PCS hacking, and defense. Pretty good mission to get done though. We even have an unstaffed engineer apparently. Okay, so now we're looking for Liberation 3 here. It's gonna cycle as well, right? If we miss on the first timer. We know that there's not Faceless in here. Oh, wasn't this one of the reasons we weren't putting a Haven Advisor here for a while? We should find that timer, hopefully, with a very high timer.
Setting course for the Eastern U.S. precinct.
One thing I think I'm going to do in order to try and get it as soon as possible to make our life easier is I'm actually going to throw a scientist in here and scan with the Avenger.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay, hey,
Guess I missed.
we got an interesting convo here. So VIPs that you don't have line of sight on, right? I think VIPs do get HP value from dark events that add like conditioning and things like that, but wasn't there a point where they made them immune to damage until you got line of sight because Andromedons were walking through cars and killing them immediately?
I do not remember anything of that, but I also probably didn't pay attention to it if it happened.
Because I may be completely off on this. I do think they do have immunity until you get line of sight on them, and it had to do with them dying later on. I may be wrong though. Man, this is like a question for Peter, really. That would be able to answer that. I'll have to keep it open, Amazing Barrel. I'm gonna find out an answer for you before next week. By the way, we flawlessed it. I didn't kill everything. I left. Crippling strike on the purifier was overpowered. Just locked in place. He did absolutely nothing. And yeah, we left without killing like 4 enemies, but I'm very okay with that. I think getting Liberation 2 done.
That mutant group never came back, basically.
Yeah. and I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to throw the scientists into Eastern US, and we're going to scan with the Avenger and take the 13. I know we can use a bug to get Liberation 3 at full time, but I think right now we try to take full advantage of popping it immediately, since we're like falling quite far behind on where we want Liberation.
Yeah, I think that's worth it, definitely.
Do have a counter to dark event coming up for 2 days. Even boosting this isn't going to be doable. Doesn't matter what this dark event is. We're going to find out in a moment. It's an 88% shot on a shield enemy, then hit 233 in a row. XCOM needs to stop. It's XCOM, baby. Do have an extract 9-day with sealed armor. Now, I'm very tempted to queue this mission up, fully aware that I may cancel it. And the reason being is I don't feel comfortable trying to split these squads up right now.
Yeah, I think just queue it up with the Timberwolf squad, and if we get the lip 3 that we need, then yeah, we need to maybe pull them back. We definitely could use the supplies and the mats from that. Yeah.
I don't want to cancel any of our other missions for this as well, but I definitely want to like have the presence here. Grenadiers, so this is sealed armor, so they are immune to fire, acid, poison, and ice. We also have psionic storm. Enemy signatures at the mission site suggest high levels of psionic enemies present. So Grenadier, Shinobi, Spark, Reaper, Specialist. Now, one thing that we don't have yet is mine shields, which would be something I would consider bringing on this mission.
Probably like an hour away from the sectoid autopsy.
6 hours. We don't have supplies though. I only have 2 supplies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oops, gosh dang it.
By the way, I did do a quick search on the GitHub for VIP and looked for any issues. I don't see anything about changing VIP immunity, and it's definitely not benefiting in Long War 2.
Oh, I found a thread from 4 years ago talking about it in Long War 2 about direct damage from explosives not doing damage to VIPs, referencing X-Win's playthrough. And I thought I remember something about that in the earlier builds, but like, yeah, it's a question that I would have to dig up and find out from someone else, I feel like. So we have a very high chance of hitting the vulnerable here, which would put it back down to strength 2, 7 to 9, which I'm very happy with if we do send this mission. There's no upgrade we can actually afford, and this squad clearly can handle itself. The Helix Rail Cannon is an absolute beast, along with the Shredder Gun. I don't think there's a whole lot of discussion that needs to go into what we try and do here.
Yeah, I think that looks good. I really wish we had the upgraded rifle for our Reaper, but you know, it's not gonna come anytime soon.
Well, it's one of those issues where it's not any equipment we can hand off to anyone else, right? And so our investments have been onto things that somewhat have universal value. Maybe the Helix Rail Cannon versus the Reaper gun is the debate there, but Sparks have very limited trees that we even take on for their skills, and their value is 100% that weapon, right? Whereas our Reaper, at least with the alloy knives, crippling strike, has other value elsewhere.
I think you will find our results have exceeded expectations.
Yep, absolutely.
Rapid physical evolution over the past 20 years is a testament to both the aliens' mastery of genetic.
So we don't have the supplies or the Illyrium cores to go into Illyrium. We don't have the supplies for psionics. This is datapad.
Yeah, datapad for sure.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander.
We are going to be getting comms open in 5 days. We're not going to be up to 100 intel, and the only place with 100 intel cost would be New Brazil, which isn't necessarily a bad region to open if we do need to, but I think we're also maybe going to try to get Liberation in New Mexico, seeing as we do have Lib 2 queued up. We are going to be boosting it, and then if we get that tower in a reasonable time, opening Western US could be a really good way to like block some of the strength that's funneling over this way, simply because it's the contact point for this.
It would also give us the continent bonus as soon as we have resistance comms researched, although that's way further down the road.
Yeah,
but might be interesting to actually get that sooner. You know, there are some like most content bonuses are not that great anyway, but some are actually really useful.
Black market paying 20% more for supplies is really the best continent bonus, or paying 20% more for anything. I think.
I like the instant contacts one.
Yeah, instant contact can be good, especially when you're hunting down facilities, right? If you know where a facility is, contacting and queuing.
The other black market one where it's cheaper to buy stuff. That's also okay.
Another important step forward in our research.
Since late game, you're buying a lot of Elerium alloys.
I think I just immediately go into another data pad. Yeah, we're gonna spend 30 more intel, so we're really at 58.
The science is eager to begin, Commander.
Yeah, do it.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now. You have made considerable progress against the aliens.
So the assassin has stiletto from training.
I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to
the hunter
success.
is now training.
All of my efforts have been rewarded.
Probably needs it.
I am reinvigorated.
We might take the elders by surprise if we switch up our tactics. Maybe we should try something new.
Commander, we currently have no new supplies coming in.
So we talk about the resistance ring and it having some value when we're not running missions. Since we have enough missions on the board right now, these missions don't really excite me too much.
Even rolled a low reward on the gain intel. I don't think I've ever seen that below 20. But yeah, co-op campaign, always good for a surprise.
So I'm just going to ignore those for the moment. Resistance ring being made at some point is certainly going to be certainly something we try to do. All right, so rural propaganda blitz. Advent tries to undercut resistance recruitment efforts. This is people on the recruit job are less effective at finding new personnel, which is absolutely okay for us right now. We're not trying to make contact immediately, so these 5 havens, we're not trying to just fill up or anything. Not a bad dark event to skip out and miss out on.
Yeah, it's like Western Europe basically having 1 person on recruit instead of 2 effectively.
Yeah.
We can live with that.
So this is our Liberation 3 with the 6-day timer.
That's really good one, but it's not a +1 contact one.
It's not a +1 contact, which is why I'm encouraged to let it pass and cycle, generate potentially a new one with a dark VIP for +1 contact at a max timer. And this is a strength 1 region right now.
Isn't that feels so greedy to letting it, like 6-day timer is already really good. On the other hand, again, it's not the region we want to liberate. It's nice to have it there. We're
already at 40% on the smash and grab. We have the extract, we have the jailbreak, we have a smash and grab. I think we take these supplies, and I think we I think we leave it be for the moment.
Okay. We need to boost that other lip too, by the way.
Yes, we do. Should we boost it right now? Where is it? This one, yeah. Let's just boost it, see where we're at. 6 hours. It's going to be a 10 to 12. Do we think we hit vulnerable in 3 hours? Probably not. So I think we just queue this up and go. We do have the mag rifle with the AP rounds. We have the sharpshooter with the laser lance.
If you believe strong enough, you hit the vulnerable every hour.
You know what, Ava? I tried, okay? I tried. We have the ranger, the sharpshooter, the technical, the assault with the scatterate, grenadier with support grenades and flashbang, and our shinobi. Let's go get another scientist from a cell on a large map. Spooky Boo, good afternoon. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful day at work. And happy weekend time, I believe now. Please, enjoy. Your feet hurt.
Pathetic to the resistance cause.
I have a jacuzzi that I jump into whenever my muscles hurt. It's quite nice. In fact, I may go jump in there tonight.
Lock down the area.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Resistance and secure the VIP. Menace 1-5, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts. Squad concealment active.
If you ever came and visited Spooks, you too could jump in the jacuzzi when your feet hurt. So our starting position, it really isn't great for where our evac is, but it's also pretty great for a sharpshooter regardless. We do get to start with concealment, which is something I think we certainly want to take advantage of. And I want to try to gain some vision, right? A lot of times I find that you'll have a pod hanging around here, so trying to peek over this ledge is probably not the smartest idea to start with. So I'm going to move my shinobi daringly and try to get that vision.
Probably move over to the left side, down from the building.
Yeah. Oh, it is we're down a layer, then we go back up a layer map. So that does tell me that there's a pod here. We saw the snakes briefly on the inside when it was scanning over the VIP. There's probably another pod here. I think I'm gonna...
So often on this map I've had a pod to the left of the starting position. On the low ground there, so that's kind of where I'm always wary of getting surprised from that side.
The beard wasn't long enough for you to braid anyway, Spooks, but my hair still is, so... But if that's the deciding factor, totally understandable. Alright, I'm just gonna get people positioned forward. Like you said, there may be this pod on the left coming towards us, but I don't think they're gonna spot us. I want to get Astro set up on some higher ground with steady weapon. On a map like this as well, I'm trying to take an engagement quickly. If I can get an engagement, especially when we have a tower here, like in this area, you can probably keep that engagement to itself, which I think is certainly important. What I mean by to itself is you're not going to be having other people jumping into the engagement.
Looks like hostiles over here.
Do find our first pod, and it's only a Trooper Guardian pod.
On the high ground, and the tower is in the way. Can we hack that? Do we even have someone for hacking? Is that our no hacking squad? It is.
We did find where the next pod is. I am quite comfortable trying to force this reveal if possible, or get spotted because yes.
We're in their sight.
Oh my god. Yeah, every co-op campaign is going to be released on YouTube. We put that up as soon as we can, which is 24 hours basically after stream. Well, I did a logical pulling multiple things at once because of a drone.
Okay, I guess at least our sniper can probably get some value here. How are we looking for teamworks? Oof.
I have a command to help me kill the medic. Or the medic, I'm sorry, the mech.
No, we don't have the frost bomb yet on the squad, right?
No.
Probably got ready while we're infiltrating.
The assault I double moved, that thought gave me the vision would be the play.
Yeah. I wonder if we rapid deploy flashbang the assault the two guys, you know, at the end of the road there.
Yeah.
And focus on killing the stuff on the right there.
That'll be okay.
With a command and whatever else we have. Although yeah. Our technical is also in a flank. Is he in a flank position? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move him. But I'm gonna start this by saying if a logical wants to redeem himself right now. 6 to 10, 0% chance to crit. If you high roll this, you save us a lot of grief. If you low roll it, ooh. That's not getting a kill no matter what you do.
No. Our sniper only sees the two guys that are flashbanged. think you need to what we're looking at. How much does the officer have left? 9? 8?
9. I can melee the officer now. Shit, I need that to be more than a 6. Well, I think you're getting hit, Joker. Because I think I have to take the officer, try to kill the officer, and then I think I have to command to shoot with a logical to mech.
At least basically everybody is in a bad position, so the damage will hopefully be spread out that we're taking.
They're on to me.
What did you expect?
That was a very needed 9.
Yep. Now I'm ready for a logical to.
Has Illogical ever disappointed us so far today?
So many times.
Right, so it's time for his redemption arc.
If that could have been the first shot, we wouldn't have this hunter drone. Wouldn't have this guardian. Okay, we're okay with Joker. For a moment, Trooper, 45 aim, flanking shot, missing. Oh, we're freaking, dude, I'm good at this game. I am like, just the
Easy
best at this
peasy.
game. I'm just gonna take this shot right now. That was a horrible graze.
I got a piece.
But you know, I'm not too worried at all.
Up, burn these 2 guys, and then just...
Didn't even destroy loot. Got the panic on the trooper. Like, GG.
burn.
Easy.
I guess that'll be
Drone is an easy kill for our most logical friend here.
Illogical's about to frickin' destroy it with the perfect 6. Alright, we know there's a snake pod up there. So,
All over it.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to move up a bit and hope we don't get punished.
Go, go, go.
Because I do want to get us closer for next turn. Burn, taking the kill, finishing him off.
About to get burned to a crisp.
You're fine. All right. Excitement is not continuing to build right now. I don't like this. I don't like trying to get up this area ever, but I kind of have to, don't I?
That's always awful. And I think if you look at your movement tiles towards the left there, outside the building, with the tricks,
Oh yeah.
there's like some empty spots you can't move to. I wonder what's up there. Probably civilians, right?
This has never backfired in my life.
Fire in the hole.
If you kill civilians with a grenade, do you actually lose the willpower? You never saw them. They don't actually exist.
This has never backfired.
Heading out.
Can we afford to leave our sniper back there?
What's over there?
I don't think we can. I think we have to move up to this position right now for next turn.
Roger that.
As much as I would like to, actually, I just don't
Because
think I
it's a
can.
long way to run.
Does that flashbang reach? No, it does not.
Affirmative. Covering now.
But I believe in this little thing called Overwatch. Oh, we found the Sidewinder sectoid. Not where I thought they were, and they definitely get a flank on our on Detrix. Unless we can shut down some of that yellow alert. Nope. Ooh.
Flanking my position.
Okay. No yellow alert shots.
The Sidewinder coming all the way down, flanking itself to a sniper.
Why I say precision shot, not because I didn't want to use it on the hunter drone. I definitely wanted that big boy damage right there.
But the one spot moving up where moving up would be fine is on fire. That's great. We need to move someone up to reveal whatever we grenaded last turn.
Yeah, I think Tedster has to do it.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering if he can. Well, I couldn't reach the.
What did I hit if not them?
That's a very good question. What?
Reloaded.
Hang on. Kill 6, active 4. Would there be more? I don't know. Do we have grenades for the mech? For your watch?
No, I have a running gun though. I just don't know how I run and gun this. I mean, I guess I run and gun this here to kill the sectoid, which then lets me melee the stun lancer, potentially getting that kill. Then I have a grenade for the archer. But is there anywhere I actually get vision of the archer that I can do damage to? No.
Can our rocket reach? Oh, well, you used the rocket already.
I don't have phosphorus yet.
So maybe it's the flamethrower on the stun lancer?
Yeah, but I mean, you can't melee the archer, so.
Who's Astro Boy's teamwork buddy?
Oh, I can teamwork a logical. That can help us get the kill. Your teammate buddy is Joker. Well, you want to teamwork him up to here?
Yeah, I was thinking if we teamwork Astro Boy, he can move to a safer position with the running gun.
Probably get the Lancer as well. Okay.
No retreat.
Because I think the sectoids are the least of our problem right now. Okay, yeah, I think we just running into this position and we just blast this Lancer and hope for the kill. Clear the Overwatch. We then grenade.
Oh, if we can slice the Lancer, why don't we run and gun the mech then?
Because, so what I'm thinking, right, is we can use Detrix to grenade the archer to shred the armor. Which maybe we just want to do that from the get-go. We can then, instead of studying weapon, we teamwork a logical. A logical then can come up here to this position really and like shoot the archer, right, as well.
Okay. Yeah, that should actually be enough, right? That's 9 health minus at least 1 from the grenade.
Let's start with the grenade here actually, and then see what the slice is on the Lancer.
Yeah, just move first so the sectors don't flank you.
What's over there?
Captain Petrock, how are you?
Hey, catch!
Because I don't want to flashbang the sectoids. Maybe I should have flashbanged the Lancer. Now then, hindsight.
Keep going.
Oh no, this is supposed to be the slice first. Whoops. Dude, Ted Starr's had it. He's tired of being a corporal. There was another pod.
What?
That was the pod I.
Okay, so I still think you move with a logical to shoot the mech.
Yeah, but can I get to that position, I wonder, in a blue move?
Okay, I'll go.
Take the blue move downstairs first, yeah, and then
I cannot. Okay, so I'm gonna sit in this half cover position.
If you say so.
yeah.
Don't fuck this up, illogical. Way to go, buddy. Way to frickin' roll it. Okay, so we have running gun up with a bond. I'm actually considering going here and just fucking trench gunning these two right now and leaving the archer up.
I was actually thinking the same thing. The way they went to that little corner there.
Because if it doesn't work, oh no! Don't tell me. Don't tell me you're gonna blast the logical. There we go.
Oh, you're not flanking the officer from that spot though.
Nope. And we low rolled it. Good luck. I'm here to gamble, guys. On the bright side, I didn't throw away the campaign today.
Yet. Oh, it's still roughly an hour of usual stream time. Don't call it this early.
We'll see if we get more missions in. I'm certainly getting a little tired. Only ablative.
How did he not hit that zombie?
The first damage we've taken all day. The first damage all day.
Alright. GG easy.
It kind of is. It kind of is just a little bit of cleanup right now. Might have to be clean up on that sectoid.
Can you hit the back sectoid with the flash?
I don't think I can.
Too far away.
That's it. Let's rock. Over here. I got it, right? It's heavier than it looks.
I can get a flank position and shotgun it. 5 to 8 chance of crit, decent range, like good enough range. I think that's what we try and do.
We use stun gun that also takes care of the zombie.
Stun gun's actually the answer, right? Because then we don't have to worry about the follow-up. We can start picking up loot and everything else.
Although I think worst case we can probably move up Datrix and command. So we might as well just take the shotgun.
No, I think we just stun because we can come and clean up like easily next turn, right?
It's 100%. Yeah.
Okay, so who's hacking this? We didn't bring a dedicated hacker.
Ever gets there the fastest. Probably our Shinobi.
I think so. I think everyone else is just moving. I mean, 2 points of damage at that bad reveal, where that third pod was the wrench in the works, right?
On the move.
That ain't that bad.
Okay, I'll go.
The pot showing up on that position still makes no sense to me that we didn't have another side to that earlier. But, yeah, whatever the game likes to do.
Okay, I'll go.
Oof.
I'm glad we didn't take that shot if that's what we're gonna be rolling there.
But we brought the ballistic SMG.
On your order.
Ballistic SMG, best weapon in the game. Definitely having my Shinobi hack this objective because they got the mobility for it.
Asset located. Target eliminated. It's not explosive or anything, right?
Do we have a way up on this side? It's on the far side. Okay, so I think it's just actually better just to go straight up and over with everyone or just run that way.
Yeah.
First damage of today, or this afternoon. You know,
Attempting a breach.
You know, for a Lib 2, that's we have to be ready to take a wound here or there. And none of those activations this mission were great. So good job, Command. Got everybody out alive. Got the VIP.
certainly looking like we might get out alive with everyone.
Go, go, go!
Sharpshooters really powering their way over, it looks like, as well. Let's see. You have a pipe on this side, pipe over there. Okay.
On the move. Good to go.
Still could be RNF to worry about,
Not a problem.
but I think we'll have enough cover
Move.
and control if that is the case. No RNF yet.
Got it covered.
It does look like everyone will be able to get out next turn.
Got it.
On the move.
Stepping off. Overwatch.
And we're not even going to get to that RNF timer.
Well, if you say so.
Absolutely.
It's a pretty
The,
feels
a big,
good,
big
actually.
advantage of pulling half the map on turn 2.
I'm trusting you
You
here.
clear up that much faster.
VIP secure and in position
Yeah,
for evac.
I really just enjoy the aspect of the game where you're running people to an evac zone. It's just one of my my favorite
Status
feelings.
confirmed. Mission accomplished. Even now, our enemy lurks in the shadows.
We'll see about maybe one more mission. I'm certainly getting tired and playing a little reckless now, you
To
know.
return us to the chaos of the old
It's been a
world.
long day for me. You didn't work today. We should have started earlier, is what we should have done this morning.
Yeah, could have done
When it
that.
comes to taking out the aliens.
Also,
5
yeah.
days for that. Not bad at all. 5 days for Lib 2. I think I would trade that every single time.
Need to be precise with the wording. I had vacation today. That doesn't mean I didn't work.
Oh, okay. I have vacation today.
Sometimes I don't work and I don't have vacation.
Gotcha. 3 Illyrium cores, another scientist. Quite a healthy pull from there. Now it's not 8 scientists at the beginning of May, but it's getting back
who
up
would
there.
get that? But we now have 50 supplies. We've got 50 Illyrium. We've got 5 cores. Should be able to queue up Illyrium.
Yeah, I think we wait for this data pad still. Now, one thing I am going to want to do is, well, I don't think we're pulling Lib 3 with a decent timer. Here.
Also, you want to put a soldier in there, wait for it to cycle once, and then put the scientist in?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or just rely on the Lib3 detection feature.
We could definitely throw the scientist in there as well, but I think I do think I scan over here in Eastern US though, as we are looking for another general op, as these are both general ops.
Yeah, sure. Like I'm really feeling positive about the way our campaign is looking now. I know it was looking very grim for a while. Wasn't there some specialist who wanted to
discoveries, Commander?
proving GTS officer train? But I think they're all on missions.
Yeah, it didn't look like we had anyone there that was candidates. No hunker down doesn't remove burning anymore, but your soldiers can only hunker down. They won't shoot. Is that intended as well? While burning, yeah. When burning, you can move and hunker. That's about it. And you can use medkits if you have medkits. And you can use... Yeah, it's
Water
about
on
it.
the map.
You can use water on the map to put up burn, but yeah.
Like run through fountain, through river, if something like that's near.
Illyrium? Illyrium.
Illyrium, yeah.
I agree. That is an important task, Commander.
Resistance
I like mobile
communications
armor, but Illyrium is
facility
probably
now
a
operational.
big here.
So we did get that comms. But we're not looking to make contact just yet, but it's good to have. Our next building is actually power.
Well, could we, not necessarily, right? We could, in theory, throw one of the engineers from the left power coil to the right to finish it a little bit sooner. And then could build a lab on the power coil.
That'll be next week's commander's decision, I think. All right, I am actually going to let this over infiltrate just a little bit, trying to hit that vulnerable here, so we can bring this back down to a strength 2.
Maybe not worth over infiltrating if that supply rate hits.
Yeah. That brings it to a strength 3 and puts us in retail territory. I think I just launched this right now. All right, Ranger, Specialist, Shinobi, Gunner, Assault. 10 to 12, effectively a strength 3 mission. So we're going to say 10 on the map.
I was going to ask if you want to do one more mission today or not, but I guess you wanted to.
We're going to do this one.
Cool.
And then we'll call it. And then next week, you can deal with the retail and hopefully Lib 4, because we'll get Lib 3 and Lib 4 done.
The retail gives us a chance then to have a different chosen show up, right? Who's that in New Mexico?
I think it's the Assassin. It might be the Warlock, though. One more showcasing of just extreme raw talent from this low-tier legendary player. My favorite patch so far was that one co-op campaign where I think it was Dev 28, right? Was it the pre-release candidate where burning removed all your AP? Wow, what a map. And we were burning and Advent was burning on the network tower, and it was just an absolute disaster.
Moving to position.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Got it. Moving.
And it was 100% my fault. Are you
watch the?
Yeah, watch the civilians.
Yeah, I was going to saw like 3 spots we couldn't move to behind that.
Were you tile scanning?
There. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm practically always tile scanning as soon as I select the soldier. It's like a passive effect, right? To see where you can move and where you can't move.
Do not have Trojan here.
Not a problem.
Look, I'm just about efficiency, and it's more efficient to not worry about being in stealth.
Your Shinobi, by the way, is still very inefficient then at this point.
Why? They're still in... Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Got it. Moving.
Oh, don't tell me that triggered something. Really? Really?
Got some Advent here.
Wow. Dude, maybe I shouldn't have done another mission because I'm just like, yo. Let me.
So also some, not gonna complain, but also some YOLO moves that you're doing there. The timer is not that short.
Dude, I thought this would be okay, especially here. Like, it's literally 2 tiles. It was like, yeah. Look, I'm a brave man. I got to give Advent a chance to fight back. We've been just demolishing them today. I'm very happy that you're gonna Holy Warrior a Shield Bearer. It's one of my stronger qualities, my humility. Really is, and just being just the god I am at this game. Like, it's nice to sometimes step back and recognize that I gotta give other people a chance. Advent in this case.
Advent are not people.
They were people.
Here's something interesting. So the shield bearer ran back to do his shields. They often move to a position where they can hit the most amount of friendlies with their shields. So there's a good chance there's another group even further back there.
Too bad you don't have Implacable yet.
So Great with Guns is our shotgun guy, right?
Yeah.
Can we fall back? And do we have a flashbang? Is that an advanced priest?
That is an advanced priest.
So if he mind controls one of our guys, we are Don't shit creek without a paddle, or how do you say that?
We are gonna have to fall back, but this is to prep for next turn with
Closing on target position.
what do you call it? Teamwork, right? Because I'm gonna be able to teamwork ray guns so we can run up and double blast this guy and hopefully have some type of shot as they move up at this point. I'm just gonna keep Tomb Raider moving up, and we're gonna hope and pray a little bit with Frantic because I don't really have any shots this turn. Because, you know, one of the things we want to do with this overexplained is overexplain how you get out of bad situations, and hopefully just by watching and paying attention to things you shouldn't do, you can gain some insight.
Just don't get hit. That also works.
Do take damage there, we at least mitigate it, but we do give up the flawless. Now, this is more than likely going to end up triggering something else, but I think, oh man, I don't have a command here, do I?
So you would have to spend one teamwork to get him into position, and then you don't have a teamwork to get him out of position. That's a really nasty position that Advent has there.
Yeah.
I would probably, if you want to run and gun in there, do a blue move first, just to see if that activates anything. Just don't never do the whole full run gun move in one. It's not. You still need to activate run and gun, but yeah, I think that's the play.
Let's move already.
It doesn't activate.
We have nothing to fear.
So now I can go blast this priest into next year, I think.
Whatever you say.
And then I can shotgun the shield bearer or stun the shield bearer. Up Shit's Creek without a paddle? No, never. Good night, priest. I'm done with your shit.
You're nothing to me.
I do think that is a stun there. And this is us double moving into positions.
Sure thing.
I don't think we have to reveal a shinobi right now.
Say goodnight.
Because I don't know if we hit 14 or whatever we need on that shotgun blast this turn.
Stepping off.
Copy that.
I mean, it's all working out, you know, point of damage here, point of damage there. We mitigate it from our specialist we have, and
yeah, could have been definitely worse. So yeah, and I think we're in a good position. We moved up a lot.
I'm wondering if I do double barrel that. Not double barrel, single barrel that, or I guess actually I get vision first.
Heading to that location. I have eyes on the enemy.
Drone Sergeant Lancer, okay.
Finally. I can handle that.
So I need 9 karat gold. How are you?
What is this?
Perfect.
You're just lucky they don't let me use my hands.
Now we don't have Trojan here, so I don't exactly really want to do that. I actually want to take the double Overwatch. They are on alert now, though.
I'm going.
Moving on target location.
What do you? Oh, Shinobi's still in concealment, right?
On Overwatch. I'm on it.
I'm like, how do you see them?
I know, it's a miracle. Me having a Shinobi on concealment,
And on like turn 4? What?
and we still haven't activated?
Here I come. No problem, boss. What am I supposed to handle that?
This is the most incredible showcase of control that like I've ever presented.
Got it covered. On Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Just trust on this one. Just trust on this one.
I'm waiting here with bated breath.
If that didn't trigger them either, I am now actually really surprised.
Okay.
I can definitely trigger the drone.
Let's do this.
And I should trigger the drone. Oh, except that spotted my Shinobi. Because, of course, see, having a unit in stealth this long just doesn't make sense to me. My brain just can't handle it. I'm too smooth brain for it. Now we're in trouble.
Stealth was just a question. Why were we?
Because I can't get to that Lancer if I frickin' spent my life on it.
Really ran far back.
Yeah.
Run gun back up? Probably not.
Not even like I could get close to him anyway. I moved my assault to trigger that drone, and it didn't really trigger as I was hoping it would.
Well, I mean, if you're... I think the Shinobi is the only one the Lancer can reach, though. And we have combatives? Question mark?
Yeah, I do have combatives. I have to go for a shutdown here because it's a hunter drone.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. I think we shut this drone down. We suppress the other guy. We hope the Lancer goes for the Shinobi. And we figure out the kills next turn.
I've got access.
I'm even gonna hunker down Tomb Raider.
Standing fast.
Let's move already. Let's get this show on the road. Scanning.
The SMG hit, but our suppression gunner did not.
They're shifting their attack. That one hurt a little.
Oh, I guess he got to frantic. We need to add that mod where we can see the mobility range. All right. This actually has to be the kill on the drone. It's not going to be running gun because we lost 1 AP. Huh. Well,
that's a bit of a low roll on that crit there.
I know.
Okay.
Do I think I hit the 4 with frickin' the SMG is the question now.
Right. No. I would have probably taken 2 shots with the SMG from without moving in the first place.
Yep. Hindsight 2020 and all, right?
But you know, it's dead. It has to be dead.
I don't know if we're gonna have our specialist hack this objective. Our Shinobi might be just the one doing it, so I can keep some semblance of control back here.
There's still a lot of enemies on the map, isn't there?
Yeah, there's another 2 pods. All right, so this is, I think, without doubt, a running gun blast. I'm gonna do the smart thing. We don't mitigate all that damage, sadly.
Getting in close.
Blue move, activate the running gun. Say goodnight. Good night.
You can't handle me. Running dry. I should be out there hunting.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth trying to even get our specialist into here. Necessarily.
I mean, oh no, the evac is behind us. Okay.
The evac is back here. Like, I'm not
We
gonna.
might need the specialist just for combat with the last groups.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I wouldn't be hell bent on getting the hack with the specialist, but yeah, let's see if we have the opportunity.
Because you have 16 mobility, right? So I think I just want to get vision inside. And I want to use this team to
Don't waste my time.
get in there and find out what we're fighting. Oh, we found him.
Advent forces on the ground.
Hi, guys.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, we might have to pull Greater up with guns back. At least Paulo gets a nice shot on this mech.
I think we definitely have to pull back from there.
This is a full cover position, but I don't know if that's the position we want. Definitely might just want to go there. I really want you overwatching. Oh. That's a full cover position.
I got it, right?
I'm going.
Full cover position. I know we're in half cover here,
Doable.
but again, I think I need
Rolling out.
the overwatch so when they come out, we get some damage.
I'm on it.
And I hope they actually come out.
They did, but we didn't get any of the damage, which is okay. So, I mean, you're doing what? 7 to 13 with a crit of 5. If I just go right here, I can hopefully get that crit, right? Get that kill. You can definitely kill the Rocketeer.
Yeah.
Start with Great Rat.
There better be something there.
Because we have other follow-up on the Rocketeer if we need. We might need the follow-up here.
Bin damage, but crits. So yeah, I think you need to slice there and then use the shotgun for the Rocketeer.
Yep, I can't believe we just grazed on that melee attack as well. Things are going super great right now if you can't tell. But thankfully, Frantic has had enough. All right, so
Yeah,
next.
I was about to think, should he use the stun gun here? Can we rely on 7 damage from Frantic? Okay,
I don't know if we can.
Still one more group.
Yeah.
One more group.
I just don't know if we're gonna spend all the turns trying to kill something like with the stun gun, right? Stun gun's really good at allowing you that control, certainly. But it also slows down.
Yeah, we need to hack.
It's an enemy protocol. Unfortunate.
Oh, son of a. Yeah.
But we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta leave like yesterday. And also our ranger now is out of shotgun ammo, so he's a glorified BB gun at this point.
Is your guys' mobility like really just that bad?
Whatever you say. Sure thing. On it.
There's this like awful humming sound. I don't know where it's coming from in the game right now. It's like worse than the Archon engines.
Scanning. Overwatch.
It's like when a gatekeeper is somewhere standing there around the corner.
Yeah. Let's see if we can't get some of that Sentinel value we've been looking for all mission.
Got some advent here. Right on the margins. Only the best.
Hey, I mean, he hit both.
That's all you can ask for, really.
Do our civilians feel like they have leaded boots on or something?
think our gunner can probably finish off that that Lancer.
It's what I'm kind of hoping for.
Heading out.
So I can keep moving back a little bit with most people. I can always use Shinobi to go get him.
That's how it's done.
And on the bright side, those reinforcements did give us more XP because we're missing on that other port.
Location confirmed.
Always looking on the positive, Ava, aren't you?
Holy smokes, that's so far away still.
I know. This mission is like...
What is this map?
Well, I feel like the other admin pod was on the other side, and since they haven't aggressed on us since we hacked, I wonder if their job was like flank, right? Because you would think if it was aggress, they would be out here at some point.
Did you check the tower hack already?
Yeah, it didn't have any reward.
Okay.
It was override distraction, which distraction would be great, but
yeah.
Got it covered.
If that other group is so far away, like why even bother with cover?
Precaution, because all we need it to be is a freaking nausea, right?
They like that guy on the red car. What direction is he taking cover from? Come on.
Dude, he is there to he's taking point, okay?
Double time.
He's taking point. Bug now the mag cannon sound. Dude, the mag cannon sound would be nice. This is like a low hum of an engine that's worse than the Archon engines. I was about to say, is that going to be a faceless popping up?
Copy that. Rolling out.
What is this noise I'm listening to?
Got it, moving.
Oh, but you're so blessed you have it all muted, I hope, today, because my god.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I'm listening to you via Discord, so I don't have any game or stream sounds.
You're so lucky right now.
Is it just the Sky Ranger engine?
Maybe. I can try to emulate it for you. It's like... Like, I don't think it's the Sky Ranger. The Sky Ranger is more of like a
Did you ever play Serious Sam?
Whatever you say.
I did not know.
Okay, well, that's like the suicide enemies that
Scanning.
run at you and scream like that the whole time.
Status confirmed.
And sometimes they get stuck on terrain, so you hear that continuous scream the whole time. That's what this reminded me of. Just
That's basically what it is. Like, it's something stuck somewhere. Alright, so I left a few people behind here for a very specific reason. The reason is mechs can overwatch on their scamper. Maybe not those mechs, but some can. And so I wanted to make sure we either got shut down on some of it or ways to help clear to get everyone out.
Here I come.
But lucky us, we don't really need to. Took a little bit more damage, was a little bit more aggressive than I should have been.
Status confirmed. We've secured a
But yeah,
contact. Status confirmed.
not terrible. Oh, and that freaking humming sound stopped, thank God. There was 2 more enemies left on the map. We know that because there was 5 not dead, 3 from the RNF, 2 that we never saw.
Together, can we?
Oh, it's been a fun afternoon, though. I think we're in a really healthy spot to start wrapping things up.
Well done, Commander. It's always good for morale when we ace a mission
yeah,
like that.
I'd say it's still a little bit late on the liberation, of course, but you know, as fast got all the progress on that we wanted today.
What are we doing with this assault?
I'm kind of leaning towards just the typical killer instinct with probably close and personal.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like close and personal, killer instinct, extra conditioning. We have 2 trench gunners, I think, already. So I think I'm just going to take the close and personal. Our gunner looks like they're already set out to be the best gunner ever if we level them up enough. Oh, this is our Overwatch specialist, Sentinel, Trojan, into the more, you know, standard build with cool under pressure over the failsafe. And then Shinobi taking Cutthroat. Fantastic, fantastic. To get another data pad, plus 12 hacking PCS, and a couple new rookies.
That's a good haul. Can look at the stats, see what we're missing, what we want to train them at. If they ever see a mission.
We have a 71 aim. You know, I'm down to take a sharpshooter there. We also have 15 mobility, 63 aim. Which I'm down
have 5 sharpshooters so far.
I'm down to take another grenadier as well. You know, like we've done a really good job of not letting people die, right? Which is why our roster is so thick. The issue's been more about missions.
Is that 71 aim guy potentially another ranger? We only have 3 rangers and 2 of them are shotgun.
Oh, then yes, I would. Let's take the ranger grenadier. Let's do that. Padinsky, how are you? Good to see you, man. Let's do it. Yeah, you don't have to sell me on that. I love my rangers, but some say they're the worst, and I say those people are wrong. Gonna take a quick look at our geoscape before we sign off. I should probably queue this up. 7 days, 7 to 9. Recover item from an admin vault. Let's grab the Shinobi from our Haven advisor, Ted Stir. So we have like a proper team. I mean, you try to end the game and the game's like, no, we're gonna keep making you set things up. Ranger, Sharpshooter, Technical Shinobi are looking for a specialist here. So let's grab Astro, our Sentinel specialist, perfect. And then we have a decent amount of power here.
I think we need to bring some of our squaddies.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if we want to bring. Well, we don't want to bring us technical. Actually, we don't want to bring either technical because of sealed armor.
Well, how about some sharpshooter?
How about the Trial by Fire Grenadier? And yeah, maybe a second sharpshooter. I could get behind that.
How much trial by fire value are we getting there?
So
yeah, definitely one of the sharpshooters. I think
So let's promote up to what? Sergeant?
Yeah. So it has to be below sergeant to get an actual promotion out of it. Also, if we bring you know, that grenadier, then we have the frostbomb now.
Yeah. I don't know if
sealed armor, does that protect from frost though?
Yes, it does. Immune to environmental hazards like poison, ice, and fire. Okay, so I don't think we actually bring the frost bomb here.
Yeah, no, that's.
I don't know if you bring anyone other than the sharpshooter though for specialist. I don't know if I want to replace anyone else here, right? Mostly because we have a lot of bond mates going on, and we need to have some forms of damage between the ranger and the specialist, probably.
If we have a low level shinobi, I would be okay with bringing them instead of Tedster.
We don't. Tomb Raider is also sergeant.
What about bringing our gunner, Paulo? I think a little bit further up.
Over who?
That's the question, isn't it? Unless we really ditch both our high levels here.
Paulo's bonded with great guns.
Yeah, like sealed armor is kind of putting a bit of a damper. If we didn't have sealed armor, I would say, yeah, bring a bunch of newbies. Frost grenades are gonna carry us. Like, all the newbies need to be able to do is just shoot someone who's a frozen popsicle there. Yeah, okay, then one person, but yeah.
I think we bring the sharpshooter because I think
Yeah.
we're gonna hopefully be able to get a fourth mission out, which will then let us throw like our gunner ranger combo there. This will at least give them a guaranteed promotion, and it gets us more experience elsewhere. And we don't really need to upgrade the sniper rifle. I don't even think we can afford to. Yeah.
No, we've got 2 mech rifles and a laser lance. I think that should be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna queue that up, and then we'll take a look at our geoscape, and then we'll call it for the evening. Because I'm feeling like hopping in my jacuzzi tonight. It's heated. My back is sore from carrying this campaign.
But can you play Factorio from the jacuzzi?
I cannot, but I can play Factorio hopefully after. We did get 2 people. I do want to throw intel here. No hot tub stream either. But yeah, so we're at strength 2, strength 1, strength 9. We've actually pulled out Liberation 2 in both Eastern US and New Mexico. While it is July and a bit later than we would have liked, certainly on the right track. Havens are very full, which is nice to see. And yeah. Looking at our fallen soldiers, RIP Alexandra Petrova, apparently. Not sure who this is. I think
Death Saga. Oh, that was a rookie that I flanked a little bit too aggressively in one of the early missions.
Oh, you lost that guy. Thank God I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
very happy there.
I remember exactly like the map, the mission.